What a doozy in the jacuzzi. Yeah. Yeah. That's what the mood is. Yeah. Yeah. That's what they be saying. They be saying, yeah. God, this man's not investing in defense. But he said, "What's defense?"
Get, public health care, completely free that the government pays for, right? Seeing.
Yo, Riz gonna be streaming? Been streaming lately?
You and Jake Paul, is that real beef or that's just like internet shit?
I mean, it's not beef anymore. It's just like, I was just like, damn, why you talking shit? Like, But I really have nothing against Jake, Like, anybody that does something great for YouTube, like, I think is amazing, Like, whether you like him or dislike him, he changed the landscape, Like, he's taking it to new levels where he's over here headlining huge arenas, fighting, like, the biggest stars in combat, sports and stuff. And it's just like, I'll be a hater to say I don't respect that,
What was the beef?
I just saw the video you put where you kind of body bagged him talking about how his brother fucked his girl and shit like that. That was crazy.
Yeah, that one was a little wild.
I was like, what?
What'd you say?
That's why I thought it had to be cap, because I'm like, all right, they gotta be in on this. Or you just took a crazy shot.
I like beefing with people. That was 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, no, I did get a little emotional about that one.
Wait. Fill me in, yo.
So, it all started back, I was at the UFC, I was at the Izzy versus Pereira fight too.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
fire.
I was live streaming it. And Logan came late, and him and his girl, they sat down, and me and Vito, my filmer, were just streaming and stuff. And then Logan leans over, he's like, yo, can we switch seats? He's like, I'm not trying to be on live all night and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, it's cool. So we switched seats, but then the internet just blew it up, and they were like, damn, Logan Paul just Rosa Parks Gideon, and everybody. I'm like, that shit was funny as fuck. People were making memes where it's like Logan, like, getting the back of the bus. And I'm like, bro, when you keep it like that, like jokes, like I don't mind, like I don't look at myself that seriously. Like, bro, that shit's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
But then, like a month later, Jake was like sitting. Can you pull it up? I don't know, like Jake Paul called out Jadine or something. Jake's like sitting next to Logan, and Logan's just like, "Yo, Jake, can you move over?" And then Jake's like, I'm not a fanboy like Jadion. I'm not gonna move over like a fanboy. I'm not a bitch ass fanboy. It was just the fact that he just kept on. It didn't feel like.
You think it was arguable more because the internet had already kind of fucked with you for it, even though you found that funny on some level, that probably stays in there.
Bro, if he just kept it lighthearted, like I wouldn't have tripped. But it was just
But why is he teasing you if you moved? You did the thing.
I don't know. The crazy thing about it is I've never said nothing about it.
He was soft of Jadion to move. That's his point. Like, I'm not soft like that. I'm keeping my seat.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I thought I was just doing a nice thing.
I don't get why they would feel inclined to make a video clowning you after you did them the favor.
That's why he got tight. It's like, yo, why you taking shots at me?
Like if you didn't move and you made a whole thing about not moving, you're like, who is this punk trying to tell me to move? That'd be one thing.
This one?
Yeah.
I'm not a fanboy like Gideon who's like, oh, yes, Logan. Oh, yes, Logan. I'm your own brother, bro. We can go toe to toe.
Oh, okay, Jake. You can go toe to toe with your brother. All right. So, Jake, why didn't you keep the same energy when he your girlfriend while you were still dating her? Why didn't you do anything
son.
about it?
Damn.
I'm just asking questions.
Damn, bro, he's finessing me, bro. You know these 90s gonna finesse, bro.
Bro. That shit.
God damn, bro.
You really elevated the situation into something.
Yeah. That's why I was like, they
It's
have to
crazy
be
because,
in on
like,
this shit, 'cause that's
Because it sound like he
Nah,
did.
there's more smoke here. There's more than meets the eye.
I'm not gonna get into it with who I was talking to, but like I was talking to somebody about it, and they were like, yeah, you know, he threw a right hook at you, and you dropped an atomic bomb on him.
Yeah.
And they were like, you did elevate it hella, and I was like, yeah, I did. But I was just like, you know, it is what it is. But like I said, like I have no ill will against him. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I wouldn't either if I said that. Got it out.
Yeah. Did he come back? Did he say anything after?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Either.
Damn. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, if he wanted to, he could beat my ass.
We know.
Yeah, Jake could beat most people's
Yeah.
asses. Jake
Yeah.
could fight, man.
100%.
Yeah, yeah.
Have
I
you?
think he was just trying to be funny and it just didn't come across. That's, I think, really all it was.
I'm so confused by that video. Not yours. You do the thing that the guy wants, and then they make a video making fun of you for doing the thing that they want? Am I missing something?
I don't think Logan was in on what was going to happen. I think Jake just
Yeah,
tried
Jake
to
was
be
just
funny.
taking a shot.
And he was like, oh, okay. All right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you think Jake is jealous of your content at all?
Shit, man, I'm not gonna lie. If he's jealous of me, like, you gotta do some self-searching, because that nigga's
yeah.
a multi-millionaire, like, private jets and stuff. Like, you shouldn't be worried about me.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, you're probably doing all right. How's the Rumble deal?
It's going good. It's
Yeah.
going-
Yeah.
Cut! Scorsese comes out. De Niro, him, and Pesci are in a huddle.
Where's your
And I'm not in the huddle.
We gotta get in the huddle. You have to get in the huddle.
Would you?
Boozer.
the team.
That's
Okay, if you were doing that,
right
yeah.
there, my boy.
Would you walk
know
over
that
to the huddle
boozer
and go,
thing.
what's going on, guy?
No, no, what I would do is
fucked up.
a huddle is a wall,
Yeah.
right? But there are gaps in the wall. Are there not gaps in walls? I would stuck my head in between a gap.
Hey!
Oh, so
And
Yeah, I would get in
one!
there somehow. A hand. You know what I mean? Something.
This
Okay,
is what it would
okay.
be like. It'd be like this. Cut. And I turn to you two. I say, come here. Would you come over to...
the hand gesture.
Yeah, because he
Yeah.
didn't call you over. No.
Disrespectful
then you don't go
fade.
over.
The
You
disrespectful
don't go over.
fade.
Yeah, you don't go over. You don't go over. Yeah, he's got to call you over. Yeah. Yeah, he's the captain of the football team.
Yeah, there was no call like...
Yeah. Okay.
So in my head, I'm thinking,
Disrespectful fade.
It's over.
it's over.
Oh my God! Why do you do this to yourself?
We all do that. I do it.
Right?
Yeah.
It's over. They're trying to figure out,
How to edit.
can we get another guy in here?
Oh, wow.
Oh my
Wow. I love it. Yeah. How long's the huddle?
Let me just tell you. Or
Yeah.
are they talking about, where are we going to go to dinner tonight? You're like, I don't know if
You
it's
don't
like
know.
a social thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know.
Because I don't know how, they know they've been doing this together for 30, 40 years together.
Yeah.
Bro,
So I feel like they have a
disrespectful
shorthand way
fade,
to,
my boy.
okay, so they break the huddle. All right, we're going to do it again. Scorsese comes up to me. He's like, you know what? You want to try? Why don't you try this? Why don't you try that? I said, okay. But in a nice way, not like you did anything wrong.
Right.
So there's a point in the scene where I reference Joe Pesci's lapel. It has a pin on it from the Italian. I
we
forget,
stack
it was an
green,
Italian
bro.
organization, and my character don't like the pin.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play
So
solos.
I flicked the
until I
lapel.
lose.
What do you got this sign for? Right?
Yeah,
Because I'm
yeah.
supposed to be a cocky asshole on this whole thing. So I do this 2 or 3 times, and Catherine Narducci,
That's all it
who
is, man.
is
Do
the
what you
actress
gotta do.
playing his wife, who I know, says, Joe's getting a little.
Today's guest is a true friend, a real brother.
Have
Ladies
you
and
called
gentlemen,
me since 2003.
you shut up, Bill. People don't know that. This is Bill Burr, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, I'm Bill Burr. Now, Kevin Hart was somebody that I thought I was friends with, but I realized quickly that he just needed a spot at Dangerfields. And then he booked a pilot, and I don't think I talked to him again. I had like kids, and I didn't hear from you.
Bill Burr, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting to the mind of Bill Burr.
Bill was late for his own podcast.
Bill, are you ready for this? This is the best part that I think. This is what's mind blowing that people are going to love. Bill Burr.
You have your own name on your fucking sweatshirt.
Well, outside of that, I mean,
When are
I
you
don't
gonna
know why
stop
you don't.
branding, Kev? We know who you are.
Just in case you didn't, Bill, I wore a shirt to remind you. What's the big fucking deal, man? All right, it's just a
Hoodie
shirt.
with Kevin Hart. I hand out hoodies to homeless people because I care about downtown LA. Go see Jumanji Part 19. The studio system has ruined you.
Bill is not angry, first of all, to our listeners. Bill is not an angry person. Bill is a very happy person. Bill is a married man. He's a father now. Congrats on that, Bill, by the way.
I got 2 kids. I had another one. I was going to call you, but I knew you wouldn't return the call.
No.
I don't think my last movie did well enough to have you send over your little heart of the city fruit basket, you piece of
What are you
shit.
talking about? I would have sent you a bottle of heart wine from the vineyard. What are you talking about, man? I told you. It would have got there. Bill,
I love you in the vineyard.
Can we tell the people,
Did your
Bill,
little
that
ass
you
get
and
out
I-
there and stomp on the grapes?
Yeah, I do. So fuck off. I do. Bill and I did a pilot, ladies and gentlemen. We did a pilot for Comedy Central.
It was called Heart of the Shitty, and it wasn't picked up.
Yeah, yes, let me clear this up. This is before I got big. Bill and I did a show.
It was. You were like, it was right before. No, you were already starting to blow up. And I remember there was a moment where we were actually going to tour together. We were going to do the black and white tour because I was almost ready to go to theaters. You had just started going to theaters, and then a week later you went to arenas. And that's when you stopped calling me.
No.
That's when it was, Kevin.
I stopped calling you after the show didn't get picked up.
Oh
'cause I
my
felt
God, how
like
you get the rebound?
I said Bill Burr
You
fucked
weren't going
me.
up to the clubs until 4 in the morning and then showing up thinking you're going to Eddie Murphy your way through it and start improvising. You took that whole thing down with you. I'm still bitter about it.
Bill, I would love if we could
My
get our hands.
opportunity to get screwed over by Viacom.
Do you think I'm willing to bet you, Bill, I can probably get my hands on that pilot? I'm willing to bet you I can, man. I would love to get my hands on that fucking pilot just for you and I. Because we can't show it. We can't do shit
How
with
much
it.
fun was it? I'm fucking around, but Bruce McCullough, you and me, dude, that was so much goddamn fun.
I will say this, man. Bill Burr, for those who do not know it, lately, as of late, I mean, Bill, you're popping up all over the place as far as acting. But
the latest,
the Staten Island movie, what's the name? With Pete Davidson. What's the title of it, Bill?
I don't know. It was called Jumanji Part.
Wasn't called Jumanji. That's my movie. What the fuck
sorry.
was it called, man?
Get Hard.
Wasn't that's another one of my movies, Bill?
Wait, I get
The
it.
King of Staten Island.
Soul Plane with white
Fuck off. Those are my movies,
United
Bill.
Airlines.
God damn it! He said United Airlines. What was it called, Bill?
It's called The King of Staten Island.
The King of Staten Island.
Judd
right?
Apatow and Pete Davidson. Judd Apatow, who ruined my friendship with you because you booked his pilot and I never heard from you again. You left me, Kev.
Bill, I'm gonna say in this movie, you did what I knew back then when we did that pilot, man. Bill has always been a fucking. You've been a phenomenal comedic actor, and you know they say that we don't have it. They say as comedians we can't make the transition. A lot of comedians fail in making that transition. I mean, a lot of people
that
say
specifically.
Who
Don't
said
go
it?
Donald Trump on me. Don't start telling me that people are saying shit.
Well, listen, what they're doing, I'm telling you what they're saying.
Everybody knows it. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows. That's my favorite thing. I use that now on my wife. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it.
Everybody knows it. What are you saying? People say it. People fucking say it.
Everybody says it. You know it.
Everybody.
I know it. Everybody says it.
They've said the comedians couldn't act for years. But Bill Burr, you cracked the code. You cracked the fucking code, man. And back then when we did that pilot, the reason why I brought up you during The King of Staten Island, because you did a fucking phenomenal job in that movie. But back when we did that pilot is when I got to see, I was like, yo, Bill can actually fucking act. Bill's good. Because I was coming in, like you said, with the improv, and I'm coming in with all this shit, and not once were you ever flustered. You were never bothered by it.
I was annoyed, and I just used that. You were like going out, I don't know where the hell you were going out, to Sky Bar every damn night. Dude, you said one of the funniest things ever to me on that pilot. It was in between takes, you know, before I shaved my head, I was losing it back here, and they'd come in doing all this stuff. You said, Bill looks like a fighter in between rounds. When we were in between takes, everybody coming in. It was Out of all the shit people have been talking, I'm not saying it as funny as you said it, but that was one of my favorite things. You know, comedians, we love to get trashed. So that was one of my favorite things anybody ever said to me. I still remember that.
I can say during that pilot, you and I, we had a fucking amazing time. We had a blast. And the show actually came out good. The show was funny. Of course, things don't work because they just don't work. But the show was fucking funny, man. And it's the last thing that people expected to see.
Though?
Which part? What?
Because we niced it up.
Yeah.
What we wanted to do, remember what was going to happen? You were going to have a drinking problem and I was going to have something, but we weren't going to have that pilot.
Yes.
So we did a nicer version of it. You, me, and Bruce. And I'll go, okay, man, right, once we get the audience, then we'll start getting darker.
Then we'll go dark.
Yeah, we'll give them exactly what they want.
For now, yeah, let's give it to them now.
Yeah, there's no way this isn't getting picked up.
It has to. What are you talking? You, me, bro, look at us. We're right on the cusp. We're
about to give them what they want, and then they tell us to go fuck ourselves.
Fucking gave us a big boot. That's what they did.
Big boot. We got the old industry boot.
Bill Burr, from Boston, ladies and gentlemen, if you do not know it.
Suburbs. Big suburbs of Boston. Not good for hunting.
The suburbs of Boston.
Suburbs. They don't make movies about where I'm from.
What part is it exactly, Bill?
It's the South Shore, Canton, Massachusetts.
She got a big
I know
booty,
South Shore.
so I call her Big Booty.
I'm here from Nashville.
Music circus.
I mean, I know what the fuck it is. I've been there. I've been around that part. I didn't hear anybody mention you when I was there either. But we'll talk about that offline.
Were you just doing some road work? Were you like jogging down the street with your hands wrapped?
While you fucking around? I swear to God, I was. It's when we.
You know what's funny about you? One time,
intelligence.
I remember you trying to show me how fast you were boxing, and I'm sitting there going, "Kev, I'm a 40-year-old white comedian. Like, this is not impressive. You should be able to touch me."
Low 40.
This is not.
I swear to God, for your listeners, we were in some stupid parking lot, and he's going, "Look, doing all this stuff." I'm just like, "All right, Kev, you're fast. I get it. You almost seem taller when you're doing that, Kev. Wow, that's amazing."
Hey, I remember, man. I don't think there's anybody that I can annoy more than Bill Burr. I have probably triggered some of Bill Burr's angriest reactions in the New York City comedy club.
No.
I'm talking about of annoyance. I remember, Bill, when we were teasing you one day.
More than Patrice?
No, Patrice used to piss you
More
off.
than Keith? No.
All right, you're right. I was probably in fourth, fifth place.
No, you came in quick.
Patrice definitely. Patrice used to get you. Patrice used to get you for sure. And Patrice got you.
I never worried about you, but Patrice, if I knew he was going to be there, I would have like 5 things to say about him. Like I would came in like locked and loaded just to try and hit him.
Until this day.
I'd say all 5 in the first minute, and then I was fucked.
You know what, man? Until this day, I still don't understand how a funeral happened and they turned it into a comedy club. Until this day, Patrice O'Neal, how they turned it
That
in.
funeral was great. That was one of the best shows I've ever been to.
I've never seen anything like that in my life. You know, for our listeners,
You
Patrice
bugged
O'Neal.
me at the funeral. You bugged me.
I did.
Because you
Actually
showed
did.
up, you were wearing like a pair of Jordan 1s. You looked like you were going to do a spot at Caroline's. I'm like, that's what I said. I go, Kev, this is a funeral, man. You're dressed like you're going to go do a spot at Stand Up New York. And you, what you said, you go, no, Bill, I'm dressed like the comic who made it. He said that at a funeral. I was like, I know this guy's an asshole. I didn't know he's that much of an asshole. You almost had me saying, well, I played Carnegie Hall one time. I almost said that at a funeral for my friend. That's how much of an asshole you are.
What the fuck? We went to Patrice O'Neal's funeral. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, we had so many comedians. First of all, Patrice was one of the most loved guys, I mean, on the scene.
All right, let's not throw too much. He was also one of the most hated, too.
Yes, but he was a comics comic. He was a comics comic. The comics loved him.
If you were funny, you loved him.
Yes, if you weren't funny, you hated him.
so
Because he let you know that you stood no chance in this business. He
if you weren't funny, you stopped working the Village, because that's where he was. You stayed uptown.
You didn't want any problems with that, because he was the guy to go, ugh, this guy, ugh, God, who let, ugh.
I remember Eddie If one time said, dude, he goes, some nights I'll walk into the cellar, and he'll yell across the room, hey, Eddie! And he goes, and I think, he saw me. Dude's like that used to come into the upstairs at the Olive Tree, and they used to try to pick the first open seat to just, slink in and stay away from them.
That's all. We hope you had a blast witnessing the verbal jousting between comedic heavyweights Bill Burr and Kevin Hart.
She got a big booty, so I call her big booty. Skirt, skirt. That's all I got. That's messed up. My boy. My boy. It's done time. Starting event. Done. Wait, that's some bullshit. See that bullshit? Look. See that bullshit? Why you gotta put it on late? Why you setting me up for a late? Man, we just gotta fight, man. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta fight. Man, lock that shit in, bro. Lock that shit in before I tweak out.
For 17 years.
Yeah.
The best is when he gets on fighters, like foreign fighters. He's like, Khabib Mbana.
Yeah. He'll call me things nobody's even called me. Anthony Crinchinch. Like, Anthony? How do you even know that?
Anthony Crinchinch. Oh my God. Can I tell you, you've been on this show, you're a friend of the show for so long. Mm-hmm. One of our favorite things is your father's restaurant.
Yeah.
Called
the Joey.
This Joey.
The Joey.
Joey.
Singular.
Joey restaurant.
Not
even
Joey's.
Joey with an accent mark. It's closed now. It closed over the pandemic.
Oh.
Yeah.
But everybody would call it Joey's.
Well, yeah.
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 It's not.
You're right, it wasn't. But no
Joey.
one ever corrected them.
No, of course not.
Because they were right. It was Joey's. But it was Joey. Hey.
Hey. Was it in Ohio?
Yeah, in Youngstown. Yeah, right
shit.
there. I mean, just a dilapidated area.
Really?
It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Was the food good at least?
Literally, there's no restaurant here or in LA anything like it. From
Bro, how's that
beginning all the
early?
way through. You ever have those little? You ever have like peppers and oil, like real?
Oh yeah.
Real
Italian.
peppers. Oh my God.
Good shit.
Oh, you could eat a jar of them. It's unbelievable. I mean, he could eat 8 jars of them on mile one.
I don't like peppers, though.
Oh, you don't like peppers? Wow, that's interesting. A natural vegetable that grows from the ground you're disgusted by. Good. There's also bread that comes with it, Nadav. You might be interested in. Fresh baked by an Italian chef. They basically invented bread. You might really enjoy it.
You're making me want to go get Italian food right now.
I know. It's crazy. When I think about it.
How's
wild.
Joy?
Unbelievable. Thriving. They're both 76 and crushing. She was just on. I flew her out to, I didn't have a guest. It was like Sunday morning, and I didn't have a guest for the next night. They had like canceled a couple days before. And for some reason, I'm like, I'm going to fly my mom out and have her sit at the table next to me.
Aww.
And we're just going to do this thing. And little did I know that it was scheduled to come out on Mother's Day. So it ended up matching up. It was
that's
weird.
perfect.
Like I didn't even know when Mother's Day was or whatever. and so it all just worked out, and we had so much fun. She hung out. She was all in and out of the mothership, up and down the stairs, hung out with her favorite homies, Ron White and Joe Rogan.
Oh, Ron White.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as Tuesday.
Wednesday.
Yep.
Wednesday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Legend.
She's a legend.
She hears it all the time.
Let's go!
No such thing as Wednesday.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm a marksman.
That was
bro.
my favorite thing for people that missed that. When I was talking to her about like being a bookie, and I was like, what if somebody didn't have the money, you know? What if it's Monday, and they don't have the money,
What if they're supposed to pay you on Tuesday?
Yeah, on Tuesday.
Right.
And they can't pay you then. What if they go like, hey, I'll see you. I can get it Wednesday. And then she was quiet.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah, it was the pause that
it was
made
the pause.
it. Yeah, it was like 4 or 5 seconds.
Yeah, and I was like, and I felt it. Like I was like, oh. And then she was like, there's no such thing as Wednesday. And I was like,
wow. It's like trying to get Diaz on your podcast on a
no such thing as Wednesday. No Wednesday, no Thursday, there's no Friday, there's no Saturday. God forbid you suggest Sunday. He's like, what are you, out of your fucking mind?
No, Joey inspired me not to do Sunday gigs.
Yeah,
too.
he was
He's
great
like,
for that.
What do you just fucking fly home? Be home.
Yep. Yeah.
It's the Lord's Day.
Yep.
Like,
He got me
yeah,
off
what
Sundays too.
the
A
fuck?
long time ago.
Yeah.
He was right.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah.
Misery doing a Sunday show.
Yeah.
You know what fucking kind of Momo goes out?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Exactly.
Momo. He's right.
Yeah.
What kind of Momo is at a comedy club on a Sunday night?
Right. You stay a whole day, you lose a whole day for one show.
Yeah. But I didn't, at first when he was telling me that, I'm like, how do you tell them no to that? It's
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? You're just like happy to get the offer.
Right.
Hey, I'm not doing Sundays. What?
Right. Yeah, before podcasts, we
Yeah.
didn't have
Yeah, no, of course not. Now
You'd
you
have to
can-
do radio to fill up your Sunday. You'd have to fly in on
radio.
Thursday to do radio on Friday morning so that you'd fill up Sunday.
No, sometimes you would do radio Thursday and Friday.
Ooh.
Remember that? You fly out Wednesday.
Oh, what
Go to
hell.
Hartford or wherever the fuck, 5 planes to get there.
I was always booked in Chicago in the dead of winter for some reason. And I always had to do Man Cow, and it was at like 5:30 a.m.
Is that guy still on the air?
No.
No. That's done.
Yeah, no.
That was a big show.
Yeah, it was huge.
It wasn't it syndicated, like nationally
I
syndicated?
think so, yeah. It was like a really big deal.
Yeah.
I remember hearing Stern talk about him forever, way back in the day. About
Trashing him?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he was so good at that. Like anybody who got any juice going, he'd be like, look at this fucking dork's show.
Yeah.
And then he would just play their show and make fun.
Yeah.
Jesus. Look at those glasses.
Yeah, he was big. I remember.
And yeah, but it was like I'd always get there, and you have a show in Chicago the night before.
Yeah.
So it's like the first show in Chicago. So the fans that you do have, at the time, they get tickets for that first show. They're
Sure.
like, we're seeing you right when you get there on Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's like, so you end up having a few drinks, and now you're hanging out in Chicago. Your friend from high school that lives in Chicago comes out, and then it's 3 a.m. and you're like, I have to be up in 2.5 hours to do the radio to supposedly sell tickets for this weekend? What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and then you'd go back to your hotel room, and then you have to go to sleep so that you can rest up for the night.
But you
then
had to have a bunch of coffee before so that you could do the thing.
So then you have to drink more in the middle of the day alone in your fucking hotel room, and that's when you hit bottom.
Yep.
You're like, I think it's time to become a mother and have children. Get off the fucking road, dude.
I don't miss those days at all.
No.
Yeah,
and people were like, you can talk about having money. Like, yeah, fuck you. We did this for so many years.
Right.
We were poor.
Exactly.
Ugh.
And now you golf all day.
Yep.
Well deserved.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Country clubs with Ron White, laughing, talking about how weird it is that we do jokes for a living.
Yeah.
Phones are locked
How's your
up.
golf game? Getting better?
It's getting better, yeah, really.
Didn't you
good.
start like semi-recently?
Yeah, I started during the pandemic. It was like the only thing we were allowed to do in California.
Did you go through all the frustrations that new golfers go through?
Oh,
Like,
it's crazy.
Did you get lessons?
Kind of, not really.
No?
Lessons are like, I kind of think it's like cheating. It
Really?
doesn't make sense, but I don't like it.
But
they,
not
they
someone
just
to,
make
like,
you
fix
do all
your-
these drills. I just golfed with a lot of good golfers.
Yeah.
And I just watched them and made
That's
some
impressive.
serious adjustments constantly and learned little things along the way.
How often are you golfing now?
Whew. 3 times a week at
Wow.
least. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I have this crazy regimen where I golf, hot yoga, golf, hot yoga. So I'm sweating out these demons. I'm getting the sunshine.
Yeah.
I'm having fun every night. I mean, this mothership thing, you know.
Yes,
I don't
it
have
is.
kids
So
or
fun.
anything, and I live downtown in a high rise, so it's like I just have fun
Yeah.
all the time.
Oh,
Sure.
Your life is perfect.
Phones are locked up, so I can literally say anything I want. So
Yeah.
that's what
great.
I'm in it for. You know, I'm not in it for, you know, being a mainstream star or anything. Like
Sure.
I just like, you know.
Going
Yeah,
for it.
saying shit.
Yeah, like the other night I did a joke of, long story short, I did a joke about I had a gun in my mouth, right? And the crowd laughs at the end of the joke. I don't want to give it away. And then as the laughter's going down, some lady in the crowd goes, "Oh no!" And I'm like, "What's your problem, lady?" And she goes, "I don't like jokes about guns in mouths. My dad killed himself that way." I go, "Lady, I've known you for 8 seconds, and I know exactly why he did it."
It's so fun.
And it's like things like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's just a moment. It's just a glimpse of the
Yeah.
other night. And it's like, is
so
there
much
anything
fun.
more fun in the world than
No.
being like in the moment and getting to do whatever you want? It's like ever since I was a little kid and I was trying to make the class laugh.
Yeah.
It's like, it's what I've always wanted.
And it's crazy because this is what comedy was
Mm-hmm.
like a decade ago. And now we have to do it. We have to lock up phones and build a club in Austin, Texas to have freedom of speech. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It's so wild.
It is wild. The world has changed.
It's the opposite where we came from, you know, LA. It's so groany and like
Yeah.
mellow and weird. It's just changed.
Yeah.
It's fun here. It's a
It
lot of
is
fun.
so much fun.
Oof, it's crazy.
Thank
Yeah.
God,
Shooting
dude.
guns, golfing,
You shoot guns
having
too?
fun. Yeah, I have a gun right next to my bed. I just look at it sometimes and I'm laying there. What are you doing over there? Your little gun?
Yeah. Gun range.
You can
is
do anything.
fun. Yeah, you can.
No one's gonna hurt us. My sweet little gunsy onesie. I'm excited. I
This is a
love
crazy. Like it's a state also where everyone's like, oh, you know, somebody like walks onto your property. You could definitely just shoot them.
Yeah.
And there's no like, they don't go like, oh, have you looked into the law? They're like, yeah, we have, and you can.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, some states they're like, someone can be in your home, and you have to be like, hey, you need to leave my house. Like you have to like talk to them. You're not allowed to like show a weapon to somebody in certain states. And here they're like, no. Like somebody comes onto your property, yeah.
Smoke them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's amazing.
Is that really a thing?
Yes, if you've ever driven around Austin, I mean, maybe this is just folklore, but if you see purple fence posts, it means we're going to shoot first and call the cops after that.
Nice.
Right.
Yeah.
Nothing better than being an Amazon deliverer and seeing that, right? Oh, put this here.
Put this by your fence.
It's a delivery.
Even like boating on the lakes here, like Austin and Travis, and you're like, oh my god, you don't even need a license. You can just drive a boat.
Oh, it's
Everybody's ripped and
unbelievable.
People are friendly as shit though.
So friendly. It's such a vibe. I've spent more time on the water here in Austin in the past almost 3 years of living here than I did in 20
You really
years
got some
living
good
next to
ball
the ocean.
facilitation going.
Yeah.
Like,
No
you
doubt
know,
about
just
it.
went
It is
downhill.
unbelievable. The river, the life, the nature.
Lake
You know, the
sluts,
LA River is a
everybody?
goddamn.
Oh,
we
it's
have
a
all these
sewer.
rivers, and it's a sewer. It's
Yeah.
literally a cement. I mean, for those of you that don't know, it's literally a cement sewer. The LA River. Watch. Look.
No, I know.
Oh.
It's a wash.
Oh my God.
They call it a river, but it's a wash.
It's disgusting.
It's
where
gross.
it's
a
where
tr-
Greece did the race, you guys, the famous car chase,
Yeah.
the race between the greasers and the whoever the
Yeah.
boaters.
Yeah.
It's Mad
That's it.
Max.
Yeah.
It's gross. It's always been gross. Yeah.
But LA will rise.
Like they call it the LA River. Isn't that weird that they call it the river?
Instead
Yeah.
of calling it like a piss pot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like just call it something else.
I know.
Yeah, it's super
Poor
gross.
city. I still love it.
Now even
It'll come
the
back.
the boat police here.
Oh, this guy?
They're just like, hey. You see the
Hey.
lights, and you're like, ah, shit. And they're like, just slow down. And you're like, oh, okay. Like, they don't want to. They're like, go ahead.
How many people drown in the lake, you think? Just being drunk?
Well, it
and
depends.
stupid?
You mean on accident
So
or because somebody grabbed him by the neck and held him under the water?
Both.
Yeah. Well, because that guy is still out there. But
Oh, is he?
yeah.
Killing dudes.
But yeah, there's that Lady Bird Lake
Mhm.
where they're like, oh, it's not a killer. And it's like, oh, okay. But drownings, I don't know. That has to happen pretty regularly. People are getting fucked up out there.
Yeah.
That's not that many. That's Lake Travis. How about Lake Austin?
Yeah. Lake Travis is the rich people. They have life preservers and
We had a
stuff.
good chance
Lake
of
Austin.
There's gotta be, especially on those 3-day weekends when all the drunks are out there.
I mean, 3 drowned in a month this year. Yeah.
Poor
I think that's
people.
'cause of the serial killer.
Yeah, of course. Come on.
Is he really? He's really killing dudes, right?
I mean, he's not killing people we're going to miss.
Yeah, clearly.
I mean, yeah.
Homeless?
Yeah.
That's cool.
He's like, I'm trying to clean these streets up a little bit.
Yeah. Before this place turns into the LA River.
You want Cesar Chavez to look like fucking Sepulveda? No. He's a transplant. He's like, I moved here. I'm going to keep this. Yeah. Have you? Do you know who DeMarco Fleming is?
What's your name?
My name is DeMarco Fleming.
Are you gay?
I'm bisexual.
Are you top or bottom?
I'm a top, down top, aggressive top.
Can you describe what down top means?
Down top which means I grab you by your back and neck, put your face down, ass up, and fuck the shit out of you, and have you walk crazy for days.
Walk crazy for days.
Crazy for days, which means you'll be real sore, and you'll be calling me on the phone. Daddy DeMarco, I need help. I'm sore. Give me some Tylenol. That's what that means.
Okay. Honestly, I don't think I can handle it, but I appreciate your honesty.
I know you can't handle it. I can tell the way you walk, you can't handle it. My dick is big. They call me King Kong in my pants. I know you can't handle it, but I'll make sure I go real gentle with you. You're cute.
Ooh.
Thank you so much. I like it,
playing
gentle.
games?
He's like, let go of my hand.
It's like if Stern's Beetlejuice was on stem cells and steroids. It's like a normal, healthy Beetlejuice. They call me King Kong in my pants.
In my pants, yeah.
And how is that possible? They call me King Kong in my pants.
Yeah, it's not.
Like, are they in your pants calling you King Kong? Did they call you, hey, you're King? Hey, it's King Kong in his pants.
I know the way he doesn't know how to.
Like that. There's no way that's the exact nickname.
For a second, I really thought it was Jizza from the Wu-Tang Clan, but it's actually it's not.
He will jizza in your Wu-Tang can though, if you know what I mean.
He will. No, pull up Jizza from
Yes.
Wu-Tang, and like.
Oh, that kid is so scared of him.
See?
Oh yeah.
I kind of did. I kinda
Holy
did. I
shit.
kinda think it was- So
Maybe
right.
that is.
My name is DeMarco. No, that's definitely not him. But
DeMarco ain't nothing to fuck with. That's for sure.
DeMarco so scares. This kid is so scared.
Oh, yeah.
That he tries to get a kiss here.
Thank you so much. I cannot kiss though.
Cannot kiss?
No, I have a boyfriend.
He has a boyfriend. I got a husband. What does that mean? He can't see the engagement ring on my neck? Do with the program. My name is DeMarco Fleming, all right?
Period. Thank you again.
Holla. It's a pleasure.
My pleasure. Thank you. You're awesome.
He's so scared.
Wow.
And
Please
then
don't fuck me.
DeMarco got a little bit of like, press about this kind of made its rounds, and now he's like, he likes the attention. So now he's telling people like, oh, come over, take a picture with me.
DeMarco Fleming, it's a pleasure. Yeah. So, yes, my name is DeMarco. Take my Instagram down. Come on, let's take a photo. Come on. Yo, listen, take a photo. My name is DeMarco Fleming. You don't know who I am? Read that sign.
How many people are holding signs here?
That's who I am.
Just one guy holding
My
a sign
God.
that says Tylenol.
Oh my god.
Like he went over like there's people over here.
Oh, I bet that guy's walking crazy right
Oh,
now.
dude.
I am. Film that. That's how I am. Read that sign. That's how you know who I am. Read that sign. Come on, man. Let's go. Get the picture. Who got the phone? Man, you gotta make it quick. Where's the picture? Who got the phone?
Jesus Christ, you have to beg people to take a photo
Yeah,
with you?
and he's like really aggressive with it. Come on,
It's a dom.
take it.
Dom top.
Yo, listen, man. Give me some love. Wherever it is, give me some love. Holla at your boy. Yeah, you too. And next time when I give you an order, follow me. Dom top. Follow my orders.
Oh
You understand
my
me, right?
god.
And look
There
how.
it is.
Okay, you
love
see the
this
guy with
guy.
the phone here
Yeah.
in the foreground? He looks over to his right, like, just watch him right
Give me
here.
some love. Holla at your boy.
Amazing, lovely.
He's like, what's happening?
Oh my God.
He's like, why did we take a picture with him? Because he said so.
You too. And next time when I give you an order, follow me. Down top. Follow my orders. All right? You
what?
understand me, right? Holla at your boy all day in America.
Walk weird.
Oh, trust me.
Take it. He take it like
Oh,
that.
trust me. His leg will be all across the street the way he fuck with me. You have no idea. His leg will be all like this. Ah!
Oh my God.
What a find.
How do you find these people?
Go to his page. It's DeMarco, DMARKCO _83.
You know something though? I'd rather watch him than the Kardashians all day.
Oh,
long.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
DeMarco Fleming meeting people and be like, I'm about to fuck you weird
Yeah,
right now.
so
like,
great.
I can't picture him with a woman. I'm surprised he said bye.
Yeah.
He seems like the, Gayzilla or something like that. He's the dominant force.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I mean...
I don't know if I understand bisexual men. I always think that's a label right before gay town. I
Yeah.
don't buy it.
Yeah. It's
Hey, bisexual men are cap, Annie.
Oh, look at DeMarco. He's putting
Not
up...
gonna back me up on that one.
Look, he's putting up...
Sorry, I'm doing
going up for a job interview.
He got he got professional photos done.
Did he win the Dom Award? The Big Daddy Dom?
He got photos taken.
No comments yet.
Let's
Yeah.
put some comments
You guys
on
are really. Hold on, this guy isn't even viral.
Not
You're
yet.
really finding this guy. I didn't realize I was taking part in this guy's breakout moment.
This is his moment. Yeah.
Oh my! Have you ever talked with him or anything?
No.
Just found
We
him.
talked
he's
somebody
a
else
star.
yesterday that we found. But yeah, this guy is a star.
Oh,
Look at that! Look at
my
friendly
God.
DeMarco.
Can he do, can he do 5 minutes?
This is who people in
Well,
offices
lock that
know.
nine.
They're like, oh, DeMarco.
Yeah. Oh man, he gets the job done. He just grabs it by the waist and knocks it out. You know what I mean? He works.
He's a sweet guy.
He works his. He works his King Kong. What is it?
King Kong in my pants.
There he is. Now
we're starting
we're
to see.
dipping in. Yeah.
If the camera pans a little bit lower, there's just an innocent victim on the floor.
Looking up, I'm scared.
Oh,
That's-
here we go.
You can leave anytime you want, but we have a few more questions for you, DeMarco. We love that you're cooperating. One in the pit, two in the shit. You know what I'm saying? There it is.
This is a friendly laugh. Oh, he's.
I like this one.
The thinking man.
Thinking about cock.
Yo, where that asshole at?
Do I have Tylenol in the bathroom right now?
I'm gonna put it in your acetaminophen. That's the generic name for Tylenol.
Oh, he's the approachable.
This is like,
come
you
on,
want to book me?
Yeah, come on over. I'm not gonna hurt you.
I lied. That's the next one. I was just fucking around. I'm gonna hurt you real bad.
Oh my.
Oh,
goodness.
that's a thoughtful.
Oh shit, he's got.
That's like DeMarco the author.
He's got some eczema on his
Yeah.
elbow. I have the same thing. Yeah.
Yep.
You need aloe vera.
Yep. He's little bit ash there.
I'm saying he's posting his. So he posted all those things in the last
15 hours.
Wow! All those photos?
Yeah.
Can I just say that there's a comment? Two Spirit Wolf says, "Love your personality."
Yeah.
Hard eyes.
Yeah.
I think it's
go to the page itself here, and what is it when it says he explained? Yeah, that one right there, that middle one. Does it actually have his explanation? Oh no, it's just like a reference to the video. I got it.
The way I'd let him do anything. There's gay guys in the comments. They are just, Daddy DeMarco, I need some Tylenol.
I know.
This is unbelievable. By the way, Tylenol would not be the way to treat a sore asshole.
No.
Literally the worst
Agreed.
medicine you could take for it. Causes internal bleeding, which I think DeMarco also causes internal bleeding. So if you don't get it from DeMarco, you're going to get it from the Tylenol. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
Tony, this is a really good point to make.
Yeah.
That if your asshole is torn and bleeding, you do not want something that's going to exacerbate the bleeding.
Exactly. Aspirin also a blood thinner.
Wow.
Important to know.
I mean,
You're going to want to consult your physician if you.
Yeah.
And probably maybe some cooling pads or something like that.
Oh, hemorrhoid tucks,
Yeah.
medicated.
Yep.
Like after you give birth, that's what this is gonna feel like.
Yeah.
Hey, I got some fucking tucks for you, bitch.
Yeah, and here's the other thing, that if you are hurt by that, calling Daddy DeMarco's not going to help either. Don't be fooled that a call to him will resolve your issues. Like, hey man, you really hurt me. I know. You're like, okay, bye.
Oh my goodness, Daddy DeMarco.
Yeah.
He's been fucking for a long time too, which I really like about him. He's like an elder.
Yeah, an elder guy.
Fucker.
Yeah.
I can't picture him with a woman.
No, I don't think it's. But then again, he's so old that he's like, I'm still bisexual. Maybe he's still clinging to it. Maybe he is bisexual.
Right. Old school gay. Says he's bisexual.
Yeah. Right. Like,
Is this cat racist?
Oh my god.
Right?
Oh my god.
Feels like it.
Whoa.
Yeah. But here's the thing. A black cat can say it, right? Because it's
right.
And the owner's black.
Right. So it's just. I think that's the rule. Is that you have to be black.
Right. He's just repeating what he heard on the most recent Lil Wayne song or something like that. If it's a song lyric, you can get away with it.
I mean,
if you're quoting a Richard Pryor bit, I've learned all about this.
Yeah. Then you're allowed.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That's a pretty crazy cat. That's a cat. If you're listening, that is a cat.
I love when cats talk.
Yeah.
This is how the actor from Puss in Boots gets canceled. It's him. Puss in Boots goes on racist rant.
It's great the way the guy films this too, because he just looks at the camera like, listen to this bullshit that I deal with every day with the cat.
Can you imagine?
Oh my god. What a great.
Have you seen the cat that can say, Nicole? And then there's one that's like, look, I'm gay. Cats are saying a lot of shit.
They're
these
saying
days
wild
on
shit.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Ever since that vaccine came
No, don't say that.
I'm sorry your parents are brother and sister, and you're a fat sack of inbred shit. Now move, idiot.
Oh my god.
Who gives a shit? Move, idiot.
Can he do Kill Tony? That's pretty good, right?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Is he mad at the person in front of him?
Yeah.
That's a drive-through?
Yeah, it's a drive-through.
You fat sack of shit.
You inbred sack of fat shit.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Get it together and fucking move.
Did she really cry to that though? Was that fake tears?
It sounded
Was she
like kind of
mocking?
sincere and then kind of mocking. Like it kind of depends. I mean,
I'm sorry your parents are brother and sister, and you're a fat sack of inbred shit. Now move, idiot.
Oh my.
What is his car painted like? What is? Oh, it's reflection.
Oh my god.
Who gives a shit? Move, idiot.
Oh my god.
having your hazards on in the drive-through is going to be enraging to the people behind you.
Yeah. I mean, come on, get it together.
And you are a fat sack of inbred shit. You're, you know,
You're a Chick-fil-A?
you're in the drive-through lane.
I think it's a that really decides a lot. Is what fast food place that is. Nadav, you're the chief consultant on fast food. That's what you can call him when he's running the marathon. Fast food.
Well, I can tell by the bricks that it is actually a 2010 model McDonald's. That was at.
Where are they? Do you know where they are?
I don't. I
You
mean,
don't
I,
Because those
I
are
can't
the
tell.
aren't those the wait parking spots, the yellow? So maybe it is McDonald's. And Chick-fil-A would never make you wait that long.
Right.
Chick-fil-A would have somebody out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you a
They're
Chick-fil-A
so on
fan?
top of it.
Huge.
Love
Yeah,
Chick-fil-A.
so good.
What's your top 3 for fast food?
Well, you know, it's a little bit tricky because I barely do it anymore, but I go no bun with everything. I'm the
Oh.
opposite of DeMarco. No buns in my life. No Tylenol necessary. But yeah, Chick-fil-A, always loyal to In-N-Out.
Oh,
you know.
so and there's never a line here because they don't
Have
like
you
it.
tried?
Yeah, they don't like it
No,
here.
it's
It's so
so
weird.
great.
Have you tried Whataburger?
Yeah, I've tried it.
Stop.
It's, I mean,
Disgusting.
it's so weird because like the other stuff that they have to brag about here is so unbelievable, and they like blow it with the Whataburger thing.
Yeah.
Right? Like HEB, greatest grocery. It's
Fantastic.
unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Literally the best grocery store ever conceived. There's a bunch of them. Every single one of them, you can trust their things. It's
So
like
good.
it literally better than the best product. Like if you
Oh yeah.
You know,
their jellies, like the HEB apricot jellies, my jam.
It's insane.
Or a Buc-ee's. You been into a Buc-ee's?
I was just gonna say,
Fucking
HEB,
Buc-ee's slaps.
best grocery stores.
Did you
are
say
here in
the
Texas.
jelly is my jam?
What?
Yeah, that was
jelly
pretty
is
amazing.
my jam?
It's my jam.
That is, I noticed that too.
Okay.
Sorry,
That's
guys.
incredible. But my point is, they literally have the best grocery
It's a
store.
Lenovo.
You have bragging rights for days. You have the best gas stations.
Yeah.
Buc-ee's are the undeniable number one nothing like it in the world. And then they go, oh yeah, and we got the best
burgers.
What a burger! And it's like, oh my god, no!
This
you're ruining it.
fucking pile of dog shit.
Yeah.
You call this a
Everywhere
burger?
else is better.
Yeah.
Everywhere else
I would
is
really put it like at the very bottom.
Totally.
It's one of the
Garbage.
worst experiences I've had.
Yeah.
And I've had it a few. Like one time I did it and I trashed it and I posted about it and people got so upset. So I was like, I'll go again.
Yeah.
And I think it was worse.
Yeah.
It was worse the next time.
Yeah.
The bun sucks. The
Yeah.
burger sucks. I think it's just that in your adolescence, if that's what you're exposed to first, and you get married to that flavor, that sauce, then you go, oh, that's what good is. And you don't realize that you've been served dirty sock soup, and you
That's
think
right.
it's actually a fucking,
They-
New York strip, and it's shit.
They compare it to In-N-Out, and it boggles my mind. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god.
It's crazy.
It's like
It's
saying
crazy.
the
I
earth
know.
is flat or something
know.
like that.
Well,
But
I
they-
also had a bad first experience at a Whataburger. I was on the road opening like for free. It was like crazy. This was like 2 years into my career, 14 years ago. I'm opening for a Texas comedian who took me and my good buddy Matt Edgar, who's like another, especially back then, we were both super duper skinny. He always wore like skinny jeans. He was kind of like a hippie, like goth kid with like hair in his eyes, one of those. And we're in Corpus Christi, Texas, and we go to Whataburger, and our buddy takes us there, the headliner, Texas comedian, originally from Texas, but he lived in LA anyway. So he's like, wait till you guys try Whataburger. You're gonna love it. It's the greatest experience of your life. So he's like, I have to make a phone call outside. Here's what I want you to get. Ba 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 ba. And we're in line waiting, and we're talking, and we're
might
goofing
get
around. We've
these
been
wrong.
drinking. We did shows, right?
You
We're
might get
laughing,
these wrong
just
on this
goofing
one.
around. And we get to the front of the line, and I'm like, I'll have a number 4, ba 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 ba. And I hand the person the $20 bill or whatever, and someone over my shoulder goes, yeah, you can give that back to him. They're going to be getting out of here. And I go, wait, what? And then there's a police officer, and he goes, yep, give him his money back. You guys are getting out of here. If you don't leave right now, I'm going to arrest both of you.
What?
And I'm like, what? Is there a problem? He goes, don't say another word. Get out of this establishment or I will arrest you. I go,
What?
okay, Matt, come on. So me and Matt walk out, and our buddy's on the phone. He's like, where's the food? What are you guys doing? And we're like, we just got kicked out. He's like, for what? We're like, we have no idea. So he goes in there, and he's like, what the hell's going on, officer? I'm from this town. This is where I was born and raised. Those are my buddies. This is their first Whataburger experience. Why are you kicking them out? And the cop goes, if you say another word to me, I'm arresting you. He goes, what the fuck are you talking about? Boom, arrests him. Takes him in. Long story short, the next day, we're driving to the next city, right? And it turns out that headliner was friends with the chief of police of that city. So he goes, the chief of police is calling me. You guys stay quiet. I'm going to find out what went on. So it's like one of those calls where like we're on speakerphone, but we're not supposed to be on the call. And he goes, yeah, man, what happened last night? And the chief of police goes, well, my guy says that there were a couple hanging out in a Whataburger, and it just... So me and Matt are like trying not to laugh. We're like holding on, like just staring at each other like, fuck.
This was a story?
That's the story.
What?
Just that your guys' appearance.
Your gag. We
Just-
came across as gay, giggling and laughing. They said they were giggling around. I don't know. He said they were giggling around like gays.
And we just were like...
But the first thing was a couple goofing around at a Whataburger.
Wow.
That was
hard,
enough.
Hard.
That's it.
Harder than the cat says the N-word.
And this is the chief of police.
This is how they handle business back then. 14 years
Yeah, this
ago.
wasn't 45 years ago. This was
And it's not like we were making out or anything.
Yeah. You guys
know
were
what I
just
mean?
giggling with
Yeah.
tight pants on.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
Like,
yeah.
Lock them up.
Get them out of here.
Wait, so what happened when the headliner got cuffed?
They just took him to. They like put him in a holding cell or whatever for a few hours, and
they're like, and then they're like, there's no explanation for why we're.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, exactly. So, my first time at a Whataburger, I didn't get served, and I was considered a.
Wow.
So maybe that left a bad taste.
I think that
in my
did taint
mouth.
something for you,
Yeah.
and I think the only thing that could probably resolve that for you is probably DeMarco Fleming.
I have a feeling.
Yeah,
I have a feeling.
Imagine if you went back to that one and like, who's the now?
Yep.
And like,
I'll have
yeah.
a Whataburger number 2 and 3 Tylenol, please.
That's insane, dude. That's
Dude,
crazy.
that is crazy.
That would never happen at an In-N-Out. In-N-Out.
Never.
If you're gay, they give you extra fries.
Yeah. You know what's adorable? I just went to In-N-Out last week, and they teach their employees to speak Californian. So when you order, they go, like, they'll be like, I'll have number 2 animal style. They go, okay, right on. Right on. I'll have Dr. Pepper. Right on. And I'm like, oh, that's so 1997. California.
Right
but
on. It's totally
right on.
radical, dude.
Right on.
Dude, bro.
You know what I found out? Because one of our great up-and-coming young talents on Kill Tony, a golden ticket winner named Enrique Chacon, 25-year-old Mexican boy that just crushes, just got a job at Buc-ee's. And he told us that there's a thing at Buc-ee's where if you find another employee stealing, you get $500. And if you find a manager stealing, you get $2,500. So everybody's literally like watching everybody.
What a horrible environment to work in.
Yeah, but I mean, they have fun though. Everybody's like super nice.
Yeah.
But it's just one little cherry on
Oh
top.
my
Like if
God.
you see anything,
Especially that manager, you always like.
right,
Yeah.
exactly, hoping that he puts
Hoping.
$1 in his pocket.
It would be so easy to steal. There's so much shit in a Buc-ee's.
Oh my
There's just so
goodness.
much. There's like 20,000 beef jerkies alone to
Oh,
choose from.
it's so
You want to
I
show?
purchased art at Buc-ee's. That's how much I love
Oh yeah,
Buc-ee's.
hats.
Yeah,
shirts.
Shit's
I
off
almost
the
got
chain.
I almost got a bonfire pit from there once.
Oh, why
I was
not?
just staring at it. I was like, I don't know.
You want to
Literally.
show Tony your talks?
I would love to show Tony my TikToks, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, specially curated.
The marginalized communities are the ones I like to highlight. People that are
If your
underrepresented.
husband cheats on you, bring the woman that he cheated on you with and make him marry her. And that's how you deal with infidelity.
Interesting theory there.
She's rad. She's one of the greats.
She is one of the greats, yeah. She's Muslim.
Ow, I gotta make my TikTok.
Ugh.
Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a good day. Just got here. Have a good day.
Oh,
Shit is right.
Oh,
You know what this is like? This is like when people really
So
first
good.
realized they were at a live television taping and they
Love
saw the
it.
camera and they're like,
Yeah,
Hey.
Right.
It's so embarrassing.
"Hey,
That's me."
You know, yeah, and then this guy's like, "Wait, I can make my own." Like,
But hold on. Who does this guy remind you of?
he
One of my-
reminds Kings Above 18.
No, even
No?
better for me, Tony Johns.
Tony
He
Johns.
looks like a
flavors.
more mature Tony Johns. He's
Who's
like
Tony
"Ooh,
Johns?"
yeah.
Oh,
I think Joey Diaz once brought me up to that name, but
He's like,
you know him, you
"Woo!"
love him, Tony Johns. Like, well, okay, I guess I'm Tony Johns for 15 minutes.
Yeah, he's our ladies' man from Utah, baby. Woo! Annie, can you do Tony
No!
Johns?
He could have passed it.
Where is he?
Tony Johns.
He's in Cool Guys.
He is?
Should
Oh.
be. He's the rainbow one. Because he gay as fuck.
Did you guys notice that the gay pride parade, did you guys notice the downpour of rain that happened?
Is it God punishing?
God's just like, no. It was hilarious. It was a super, super huge gay pride parade on 6th Street. And as soon as it started, God just lighted thunder.
Game.
I got a DUI, baby.
Okay.
But he looks like an older.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, the art of the kiss is being lost in
Oh.
our modern time. We need to understand a woman is soft and gentle, and she wants to be loved. Move in with a kiss nice and easy, because you're only going to get one first kiss. And if you want to be invited for a second one, you got to make this first one count. Easily nibble on her lip, And then once you move inside,
I'm gonna fucking shit.
back and forth as if you're painting on a canvas. Nice and slow. And understand.
Oh,
if she realizes that she's got a great kisser on her hands, he's got a skill set that can be applied in other parts of her anatomy. You want to keep this in mind. Be advised.
I mean, where the fuck do you guys find this stuff?
You're welcome.
I mean,
I know.
I feel like I could
It's so
internet.
good.
I feel like I could stop everything that I do and just internet.
Isn't it
and
upsetting?
internet, and I wouldn't find as much creepy stuff.
It's
as
so
you guys
creepy.
have.
You're welcome.
And an old guy just
my
eating
favorite.
ice cream with a voiceover about how women are delicate.
He barely ate any of the ice cream.
Yeah,
Like,
but-
he barely put a dent in it for as much lick.
I'm still learning about Filipino geography. How long have you been getting foot spas?
Last year, I think.
Last year. Oh.
I got so busy.
Are your feet hard like mine?
No, you're the worst.
From years of training and training. Okay. And then what are some of your hobbies? You do bodybuilding. You work out at Gold's Gym. Show them your muscles. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I go to gym.
Yeah. It's really cool. Well, our food's almost here, so let's get a little bite to eat. I'm going to Thailand on Tuesday. Today's Sunday, and she wants to know if I'm excited to go to Thailand. Right now,
Yeah, are you excited to go to Thailand?
not really. David says it's a good place, but last time I went there, I didn't have a good experience. There's a lot of scammers. It was real dirty. It was 10 years ago, though. Maybe it changed now. But I like the Philippines. I like you. I got my carne asada burrito. We got the hot sauce. I asked for a side of sour cream, and they gave me this huge thing. In Japan, if you ask for a side, they're like, oh, here you go. That's $9. And you got chicken quesadilla. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's eat. Let's try it.
Maybe you should eat some. Very good.
Yeah? Wow.
So how was it?
Romantic date time. Here you go. Try it. We gotta get that on the camera. They play good music in this place. So, we're gonna go say hi to David and some of our VIP clients. And then we're gonna go get the pedicure. Right?
Foot scrub.
Foot scrub. What is pedicure? Foot scrub?
Yeah, foot scrub.
How's your quesadilla?
It's good.
Wow, it's big, it's huge. Yeah, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. See you guys soon. All right, our Grab is here. It's like Uber. Yeah, this is it. This is it. This is like the Uber of Southeast Asia. Hello, Grab for Jonathan.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. This is a nice air-conditioned car. I love it.
Black Marty from you.
Yes, please. Okay, so you're about to meet David Bond and some of our friends. Are you nervous?
No.
No? Not at all. Wow, you're so confident. Oh my god. Confidence. Do you think confidence is sexy for men or women or both?
Both.
Both? Wow. What
It's
is...
a quality that everyone should have. You know?
Yeah.
For me, that's for me.
Yeah, I like your opinion. Tell us, what do you think about gay people? No, I'm just joking. The good thing about the Philippines is on Sunday, everybody goes to church, and so the traffic is like not crazy. But usually during Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the traffic is just crazy.
No, only Monday and Friday.
All right, boss lady. Only Monday, Friday. Go ahead. Can you give us a makeup tutorial? Show us. Oh yeah, sexy. We're at 88th Avenue. We're gonna go walk to my favorite steak restaurant in the Philippines. Philippines. With her.
Hi.
Oh my goodness. Miss your makeup? Does it look good? Oh, look at you. No? You look good. Don't worry. You look very good. Fit check. Here, do a 360. Come spin. Show everybody. Oh my goodness. Beauty queen. You won beauty pageants before? How many?
Like 5.
Wow. Something is good about me and David Bond. The beauty pageant girls like us. You hear me, Jess? She won beauty pageant too. In Dumagetti.
Oh.
Dumagetti. Beautiful. At this amazing steak shop, it's called La Carne. We get all of the best steaks. Fresh, Japanese Wagyu. I mean, look at this stuff. All amazing. See that? A5 Wagyu. If you know, you know. She said I have gross feet, so we have to go get a pedicure. All right, we did a quick hello to the boys. They're gonna have their steak, and we are gonna go get foot scrub. I keep on saying foot spa. Did you say foot spa?
Yeah, I said
Oh, it's the same thing. Okay, okay. In America, we just call it pedicure. Do they call it?
no pedicure. It's like you will call it.
You don't have
Your
to color
nails.
it. You don't have to color it.
Yes, but at least clean them.
Clean them. Are they gonna put our foot in water?
Yeah.
Is it hot?
Yeah, lukewarm.
Lukewarm?
Not hot?
Yeah.
Like it's boiling?
I want
Something
to
like that?
boil my skin off of my foot. So we're in our little taxi ride, and we just found out we are both raised Pentecostal, which means we're super Christian.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's destiny that we met. We should get married.
Oh, rooster.
Yeah.
Yes, and you're there.
Yeah, you're the rooster, I'm the ox. It's good compatibility with Chinese. What's your sign? What is your Virgo?
Yeah, Virgo.
Do you remember mine?
Sagittarius.
Oh, wow. Yeah, correct.
Sure.
Super smart. Are Sagittarius and Virgo compatible?
Let me check.
When's your birthday?
September 1st.
September 3rd. Very soon. You're going to be 21. So proud to meet you.
Oh,
Ooh, exposed.
I'm not yet ready. So I have to embrace it.
She's 29. Can you believe that? Oh my god. Sexy. Wow. Beauty pageant winner. You want to tell them how I met you?
He approached me.
I was just walking outside the mall and I saw her, and I just felt like you were so beautiful. I was like, I just have to say something. And then I scheduled to meet her for pho on the first date, and she forgot and didn't show up. Don't lie. You forgot. And then I asked her, I said, hey, you don't have to meet me if you don't want to. Just tell me directly. And then what'd you say?
I said, I'm gonna meet you.
Yeah. And here we are. Now we're gonna go
No,
get...
the first time it was cancelled because of the rain. The rain.
So it was only raining where you were, not where I was? It was raining on your side of the city?
No, it's raining.
I don't want to hear your excuses. I don't want to hear it. This date is over. I'm gonna block you on Instagram. All right, we arrived at the mall, but look at this. They have like all this fresh fruit available for purchase. What's that? Fresh fruit, yeah? Wow. So cool. Really cool. And that's the mall we're going into right now. Let me show you this mall. It is so huge. Look at this. Downstairs, upstairs. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 floors. It's gigantic. She left me. Chan, don't leave me. Chan, are you leaving me? Exposed. Date is over. You leaving me? Don't leave me.
I will leave you here.
No. I'm so sad. Don't leave me, please. I love this place. It's so cool. We are here. This is the best one? Yeah? Okay, let's go get our nails done. Need help. Where do you want to sit?
Where do you want to sit? It's up to you.
I want to sit here.
There or here?
Over there?
Yeah.
Sounds like you want to choose. Okay, ladies first, go ahead. Jeez, she's so bossy. Bossy. Are you happy? Okay. We're gonna go ahead and soak my feet. Put them in here?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's pretty cool. Yes. You nice and relaxed there?
Bro, what?
Are you checking Tinder? What are you doing? Exposed.
Checking my ID.
How many followers do you have?
Like 1K plus.
Wow. I think there's something. Let me see how many here. Private Instagram, good. Green flag. Scrub. Oh, your feet are pretty hard too, huh? You're making fun of me. Wow, this lady's getting a good workout. All right, here we go. I'm very sorry about my bad feet. Oh yeah, scrub. Feels nice. This lady has good muscle from your feet. This is a very nice little relaxing spa. Super cool. Ticklish. Only gay guys are ticklish. She likes my joke. My lady's still working on my feet. They're that bad. Shan, chilling on the phone, gossiping, having girls' time. All done. Then we gotta go to stage 2. I don't know, what's stage 2? Let's find out. This feels really good. Okay. Now I think I'm getting some kind of salt massage. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow, it feels so sandy.
Can't save you.
Do you hear the fan?
Sorry, it's hot. Dish it out to this corner, bro. I'm gonna hit that.
Look at those legs. Silky smooth. Wow. Because I was on a tropical island before I came here. In Okinawa, Japan.
Excuse me, is that for nails?
Yeah. Thank you. White legs. Brown legs. She's so relaxed. She fell asleep. Super relaxing. Do you care about my pain?
Of course.
You gonna kiss my feet later?
Huh?
You kiss my feet?
Kiss my feet.
Because they hurt. You don't love me?
Oh, your feet stink.
Oh yeah, that's how you massage my hand too. Oh, you call me boss? I like that. Say it again. Say yes, boss. Say yes, boss.
Yes, boss.
Oh baby. This is how I was laying down right before I did this. Like how much so relaxed. I'm saying I'm so relaxed. Like this. I love the Philippines. You still working? You're doing a really good job. I'm in heaven. I feel so good. This is a great place. It's getting busier too. And my treatment's finished. You wanna check my feet? What do you think? It's good? Yay. She likes me again. Yes. I'm so happy. That's really cringe. We finished with the foot scrub. My feet feel so clean. It's a weird feeling. I haven't had a foot scrub like that, but my foot feels like it's new. So thank you. What does that say behind us? Breastfeeding station? That reminds me of something. I have deja vu. I don't know.
Good job.
What?
Last night? We're going to go look for a quick vitamin store, get some supplements, and maybe I'm going to buy her a chocolate chip cookie because she's been so good today. I want a chocolate chip cookie too. On vacation. Wait for a taxi and I was a little confused because she kept on letting everybody cut in front of us, but then it says here, priority. So, can you explain priority in the Philippines?
Like they prioritize the
Pregnant women.
yeah, pregnant women, PWDs, and elderly.
What is PWD?
Persons with disability.
Oh, yeah. Really cool. I love this culture. I got these right here. Cookies for this one. Spin around, let's see, did you gain any weight from lunch? No, you're looking good. We got the cookies. But suddenly, someone told me she craved pineapple. Yeah. So I'm gonna buy her a pineapple. I'm spending a lot of money on this pineapple. 65 pesos. That's like $1.10. So for all you guys that say I spend money on Filipino women for her to stick around, you're right. I spend $1 on pineapples.
This one isn't good.
No?
No.
No? You're the pineapple expert, eh?
This one is too big.
Too big?
Yeah. What about this one?
Looks good. You're the pineapple expert. Yeah?
You're my pine to my apple.
Oh, what a charmer. What a charmer. That ends the video right there. We got the pineapple, we got the cookies. And listen, we got the milk as well. If you want to live this lifestyle, passportbro.net. I know you enjoyed this vlog. Hit the like, hit the comment, and yeah, haters, make sure you leave your comments so I can laugh at you.
Seriously?
And we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Fresh Fit Podcast, man. It's Money Monday. We're going to talk about financial freedom. Let's get into it.
Let's go.
We are back. We're back, guys. What's up? Welcome to Fresh Fit Podcast, man. It's Money Monday. So really excited for this, guys. You guys know the Money Monday episodes is where you guys get a lot of the value on these types of shows. We help you guys with becoming an entrepreneur, making money, getting your savings on point, and basically just creating wealth to some degree, man. You don't necessarily have to be, and the light goes out.
We're under attack.
We're under a attack, guys. But to make y'all multi-millionaires.
Big boy basketball.
You can do what you want to do, and you are not tied down through finances. So, real quick, let me hit some of these chats. We got here, Chris.
Yep, Penners.
Yeah, rumble.com/freshfit, guys. As you guys know, that is a new frontier for us because I don't know, man. Nowadays, we got some campaigns against us. People hate Fresh and Fit, you know what I mean? And we might get canceled any day now. So if it does happen, guys, you'll know exactly where to find us, and that's going to be on rumble.com/freshfit, youtube.com/fresh-and-fit. And also we're live right now on Rumble as well, guys. Rumble.com/fresh-fit. Yeah, we're pretty much going to put all of our live streams there as well. And we just dropped our Andrew Tate interview with the Avengers. We dropped that yesterday or the day before, excuse me. Every Saturday we're pretty much dropping an Andrew Tate video because, as y'all know,
we can't put it on YouTube
is lame
anymore.
Yeah, YouTube is lame, and dude, we actually got a strike for putting up Tate videos. So, or one of our old Tate videos, they hit us with a strike, which is kind of funny to me because other channels, like that's how I know that we're shadow banned. When we put up an Andrew Tate video, not only does it get less views, but it also gets taken down sometimes with strikes, which is crazy. But like no one else gets that, so I don't know. It is what it is.
We're target, man.
Yeah, we're definitely targeted on YouTube, but you know, it is what it is.
Fine.
I genuinely think too. We by far are the most raw podcast on YouTube right now. That's still on.
That's still on. I was about to say.
Yeah, like by far, like the most raw because we brought on creators that, you know, other people are scared to platform. We've had conversations other people are scared to have. We've taught, you know, just we're pushing the envelope, guys. We really are. And the only thing I ask is just subscribe to the channel, man. Like the video. Follow us on Rumble as well, because if anything happens, man, God forbid, you guys will know where we are. Rumble is probably the last bastion of free speech, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, because YouTube is getting worse and worse and worse when it comes to being able to say what you want to say, create content. You know, realistically speaking, if you look at the guidelines, like anything can constitute as harassment and bullying or hate speech or whatever. They're written very broadly. It's written very broadly for a reason. So,
and to be fair, it is their platform, so we gotta go with their rules. So it's what it is.
Yeah, which is why a lot of the times we have to, you know, put things on Rumble that we can't put on YouTube, right? Just to avoid the headache altogether. So go on Rumble, guys. Rumble.com/freshfit. Also, freshfit.locals.com, guys, where we put behind the scenes stuff, whether it's pre-streams or double dates or kicking out girls. We're putting up Frank Castles immediately. So if you guys want to see girls get kicked out the show, from the other perspective, we always have our team record it. It's over there on Locals. Also get the merch, freshandfitstore.com, guys. As y'all know, we sell all the merch there. My favorite shirt, the Chris the Bum shirt, is live over there right now because we all know Chris really is a bum and can't speak. So go ahead and check us out over there.
Shout out to Chris,
you have anything, Chris, you want to say?
Nah, man, I'm good, man.
See, you don't got nothing to say.
Yo, it's Monday, bro.
He got nothing to say, bro, when it matters.
Chris, get him up there, bro.
Listen, you want to interject the talk during the show with the girls, and then when it's a regular show like this, you don't got nothing to say, man.
Because I'm tired of hearing the voices, you know, that make no damn sense. And when I hear no sense, I'm just like, what the fuck are you girls saying right now? It's like, what's going on? And last show, I put the tape off my mouth because you told me, Chris, give him a while. And I tried, you know, and I feel the same way the chat feels, you know what I'm saying?
You're the voice of the chat.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's the voice of the chat.
Yeah, man, the chat be like, yo, Chris, say something. I'm like, all right, that's not yet, man, not yet.
The chat say it so they can hear you, bro.
Yeah. And then, guys, check out our clip channel, man. As you guys know, we got Fresh and Fit clips, man. That channel, man, 80% of the people that watch that channel are not subscribed to it. It's at 40+ million views right now. But 80% of the people watching are not subscribed. Do me a favor, man. Can y'all please subscribe to that channel? It's called Fresh and Fit Clips. On that channel, we want to go ahead and hit 1 million subscribers. If we hit 1 million, we're going to throw another boat party.
And the last party was amazing, guys.
Yeah.
We had some of the best YouTubers on the boat, hot girls, alcohol. It was lit, man. If you messed up, bro, you messed up. Just saying.
Bro, that shit was lit, man.
Even I drank.
Yeah,
That's how you know
I drank too.
Yo, mine was lit.
Yeah, I was lit.
Wait, that's actually the last time. 3 girls had to help you out.
Yeah, that's actually the last time that I got lit. It was January of this year. That was the last time.
There's a video of Myron dancing with Justin Waller and me. It was hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
It was a good time. And then also, guys, check out our other YouTube channels called More Fresh Fit Clips. Let's get that one to 100K. So let's get Fresh Fit Clips to 1 mil, and then get More Fresh Fit Clips to 100K. All right, so we can get another plaque. We can flex on the haters. And also check us out on Spotify. The links are below, and we post every day on there on Spotify. Mo's uploading, and then Fresh, your vlog.
Yes, guys, I'm back to posting vlogs. We're going to be in Colombia this week as well. If you want to see behind the scenes, go check it out on my vlog channel. And we're going to post as well some of the stuff behind the scenes as well. More not safe for YouTube on Local, so go check it out. And once again, guys, stay fresh, stay humble. Let's go 200K. Let's go.
Bam. And check me out. Oh, you said the...
And guys, once again, give value, add value. We're going to have Fire Zone calls coming up with some special guests on the CEO Network, so tap into that. Let's go.
All right, and check me out, guys, on Fed Reacts, the episode I did yesterday. Oh man, I'm already like losing my. I went on a rant. I know that I went on a rant with Oh yeah, we did the Long Island serial killer. Sorry guys. We did the Long Island serial killer. As you guys know, he was basically on the run for 13 years. Nobody knew who the hell it was. He killed 10 plus women. They were able to connect the guy that they caught a couple days ago to a dude named Rex Huerman, who was basically an architect that was working in Midtown Manhattan as an architect firm, but he lives in Long Island. And yeah, they connected him to 3 of the murders, so they think he's probably, you know, linked to the others as well. And yeah, we talked about the case, how they identified him. It was pretty interesting because he's one of the, because he was killing since like they had bodies found since like the 1996. So basically, modern serial killer was found thanks to how they find him, DNA and a bunch of other shit. So
is that common for someone to get away for that long?
For serial killing, well, yes and no, because back in the serial killer heyday was back in like the 60s all the way up until like the 90s. But then once like DNA came out, they ended up catching a few other guys.
Okay. Gotcha.
Like BTK and the Golden State Killer come to mind. One of them they found through like Ancestry.com. Yeah,
I never heard about that one.
Yeah, bro.
That's wild.
He wanted to, you know, fap at the crime scene and leave some DNA, and then 30, 40 years later, they take that DNA, compared it, put it into the Ancestry, and they were able to find relatives that had uploaded their DNA, and they were able to trace it back to that guy.
Wow.
Gotcha, bitch. Yeah, bro. Gotcha. Yeah, crazy. Look up, guys, I have episodes on this. The BTK Killer, Buy and Torture Kill, and the Golden State Killer. Those 2 guys got caught through DNA 30 to 40 years after the fact.
Hey guys, be good oranges, man.
Yeah, facts. Because you're going to commit a crime, you fucking idiot. Yeah, and then we also have it on Spotify, guys, if you guys want to listen to the audio version of Fed Reacts. And then go get my book, Why Women Deserve Less, man. Let's go ahead and get that thing up, because some lame feminist TikToker dude who's a pussy like made a book saying why women deserve more, some crap like that, and or why do women deserve less, some crap like that, and it ended up like, I don't know, he's selling it for like $1. He's trying to beat me in the algorithm, but it is what it is. He just gave me free promo, so he's yo, it's crazy. Like, yo, male feminists are literally the worst people, bro. Like, it's wild to me how like they'll sit there and they'll virtue signal, and it's like, bro, we know you're trying to smash, you can't smash. The girls that you're protecting, you're not gonna get laid by putting the cape on, bro. It's not happening. But you know, it is what it is.
That's how they cope, man.
It is
best way possible.
That is how they cope.
But without further ado,
you want to chats or?
Well, today's episode is gonna be.
Oh yes.
Panels for freedom. Well, you know what? Let's do the chats first.
Yeah, I'll hit the chats and then we'll. Okay, best asset to invest in with 10K. Salute to the OG. Don't worry, that's gonna come up.
We'll cover you.
Outstanding content, gentlemen. Please consider having the Sound of Freedom cast on if possible. Thank you.
Alaskan Christian. All right. I don't know what that is.
Sound of Freedom. Okay. Y'all know what time it is. It's Money Monday. It's the best show of the FNF lineup. Stop being broke, boys, and get your money up. This is funny from IRS because he's going to take your money, guys. So
literally,
we're going to teach you how to pay him less. Shout out to Myron for the recommendation at the Palms in Dubai and about have a good time. Wink, wink. No, I told him yesterday. I was telling him how it's filled with, like, you know, working ladies, and then everyone was like, "I'm going there."
That's an L, bro. What the heck? Okay.
Sheed goes. You do realize the U.S. government assassinated MLK because he was pushing for reparations for FBA. Black Americans do deserve reparations. It was originally supposed to be given to each slave after the Civil War.
Bro.
Here we go.
Listen, man.
Look, man.
Sheed, if you know everything, bro.
Yeah, man. Like, hey, man, keep fighting for the reparations, bro.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I explained yesterday in detail who's going to actually end up paying for the reparations. I went into detail about that shit, and you guys are going to fall for the psyop. But yeah, man, go ahead, get your reparations. They'll probably give you $1,000 and call it a day. But yeah, that's going to pull you out of debt, man. Go for it, you know. What app or website do you recommend for buying and owning stocks? Much love, the crew.
There's Webull.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them, man. You can buy them anywhere. Robinhood, like any brokerage app.
I think for the average person, just look at the app itself, use it yourself. Okay, is it good to interface with? If it is, use it. If not, then
there's a million brokerages that you could buy stocks with.
Yeah, Vanguard. We just heard against Robinhood. That's we just heard don't use that one.
Well, for crypto.
Yeah, for crypto.
If you're gonna buy crypto, don't buy it off there.
Yeah.
Jared Mercado goes, shout out to you guys. I got my credit score up from 660 to 739 in 3 months and got a Capital One venture card to start traveling more.
Good job, bro.
We're gonna do an episode on travel credit cards, and the Capital One venture will definitely be on that list. Do average income earning men deserve a relationship? Well, look, man, you don't deserve anything. But what I will say is that your likelihood of getting the relationship that you want on your terms is going to go down if you're an average income individual. What's the average income in the United States? Somewhere between 37 to 50K per year. Yeah, bro. I mean, just do the math. Most women are not going to respect that and or think that they should submit to you when you make that kind of money, unfortunately, because a lot of women make that amount of money.
And I would say you don't get what you deserve, you get what you work for.
Yeah.
And when I say work for, I mean, for example, becoming that man that deserves or works towards becoming a better man of high value. So,
Yeah.
pretty much.
So that's just kind of what it is, bro. And we tell y'all to make this money because you guys see like when the girls come on the panel how they behave, man. They behave like that with us. We have more status, more money, more clout. These girls they act still, and there's cameras on. They're crazy disrespectful like that, guys. With us here and 30,000, 40,000 people watching, can you only imagine what would happen behind closed doors? Like
that's doomsday,
bro.
Literally,
that's what I'm trying to explain to you guys, man. Like it's really tough out here, man. It is very, very difficult for the average man to get the best out of a woman in modern day age because most women truly do believe that they're better than you guys. I'm trying to I really want you guys to get this through your head. I know I sound like a broken record, but once you guys understand that the average girl thinks that she's better than you and deserves better than you, it's going to make you realize, damn, I need to be superior to these chicks to even get anything out of them that's worthwhile. A lot of the times. You know, I just want y'all to be in a leverage position where you're the prize and she's not. Anytime she feels like she's the prize and you're lucky to have her, man, it's a fucking wrap, bro.
It is a recipe for disaster.
It is, bro.
Literally.
I'm telling y'all, man.
So, Nas the gamer.
I have quite the following on social media. I basically remix food in different varieties in one video. Do you, Fresh and Myron, think I can monetize my skill in food as in teaching programs and or give recipes for health wellness?
I mean, you can, but that shouldn't be your main income source at the very beginning. Obviously, work your job.
Did Casey ever monetize it?
He did in a way, but not fully. I mean,
Casey's our Colombian guy.
Yeah.
He's really into cooking and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I was wondering.
But a recipe book. We had what's the fitness guy that came on that had a recipe book?
Oh,
from Canada.
Yeah. God damn it, I can't even. Wow. Greg Doucette. Greg Doucette. Yeah.
So he did one.
But he had a following
He had
already.
a following.
Yeah.
Right. So I would say start making money, paying your bills, and then build a following, and then from there, segue into, hey, you know what? Here's my free product or paid product you can hop into.
Yeah. I mean, cooking. There's always like that's. And here's the thing. That's a very good and clean niche because everyone will rock with you if you're cooking because everyone likes food, and you'll be able to build a very big audience. But you got to be able to diversify yourself to some degree when you're gonna get into that niche because it's.
I think the healthy angle versus eating out at a restaurant will maybe get you some more of a niche audience because everyone eats out nowadays. Versus healthier options you could cook at home. Why not?
This man quit, bro.
Everything is competitive nowadays, bro. But yeah, you could definitely do it, man.
Yeah.
I'm here, Myron's Angry Vein, to hear Holy, and that's from Meat Sauce Homie. All right. And to hear. Not gonna lie, Chris Aaron, whatever his name was hilarious last show. Respect Myron and Fresh.
Bro.
If you could understand what he says, I guess he's hilarious. Myron, I'm 27 years old. I make $170K annually working as a finance manager for a car dealer in Los Angeles. Any ideas or advice on how to save/invest my money? Side note, Fed Reacts is goated. P.S. Keep exposing them boys. Yeah, man. I mean, we got to do it to sell.
Just fucking release it correctly.
We got to move we got to tread lightly in that category. But yeah, man, we got y'all. Weedy Baby goes, I'm 27, have a 765 credit score, and we're gonna, don't worry, bro, we're gonna talk about investing in this broadcast. I'm 27, have a 765 credit score and 10K with no debt, and what would you get invested into to start the path to being your own boss? We'll talk about that as well.
And then
really
from here on out, 20 bucks and up.
Okay, so because we got 3,700 y'all watching right now, guys, on YouTube. I don't know how many over on Rumble, but do me a favor and like the video, guys. Subscribe to the channel. From this point forward, we're gonna read 20 and up just so that we can get on with the broadcast. All right, so we got almost 10K watching total between here and Rumble. We got another about 5K y'all on Rumble. Board of Troll. Give value at the Palms. How fresh?
No, bro. Dude, the Palms Jumeirah in Dubai is a cesspool of you know what. Bro, if you want that stuff, that's on you, but we don't dabble in that stuff, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's annoying. If you're actually like trying to pull chicks, it's actually really annoying. When every girl you go up to is like a working chick, bro. That's annoying as hell.
It's disgusting, bro. Like honestly, bro, it's like, God.
Yeah, it's really annoying. Like if you're there to trick, go for it. It's gonna be awesome, right?
But I just can't imagine you're about to meet a chick, bro. The guy did before you paid a couple dollars for this chick. You're about to do the same thing. It's like, bro, I don't know, bro. This turns me off.
Yeah. That's an L, man. That's
he can pay for it and get it too, bro. That's an L.
That's an L. Dean's World. Hey guys, I make 60K per year. What percentage should I be saving, investing? I have about 1,000 disposable income. Appreciate you guys. You're the
His
best.
owl is fucking hot.
I would say you should be investing in saving to make more money.
Yeah, that's too low, bro.
Yeah, that's too low. You need to
Because
make
your
more
return
money.
on investment isn't going to be that high anyway.
Yeah.
So,
well, yo, Fresh, are you going to reopen the CEO network?
It's open right now, guys, and it's at a price point where we're like, I want to keep it very small. So it's what it is if you can get into it. If you can't, understandable, but it is where it is right now. I have like 50 spots left, so hop in there if you can.
Okay. Hi, great to see you. See you again, guys. You said 15 spots, right?
Yes. Okay, 50.
Okay. Big up FNF. Love you guys. 22 years old. New Haven, Connecticut, making 50K with 70K in savings. Looking to buy first multifamily for cash flow in Connecticut. Where should I look?
Oh, there you go.
Good question. That's something that
we'll cover that.
Yeah, we'll cover that. Look at Southern Connecticut. Okay, I got a couple of my properties in West Haven and New Haven area, so look there, guys. And the closer you are to New York City, the better, guys. Okay, especially for you. You're down there in Southern Connecticut. I would stay away from Central Connecticut unless you're getting like really good returns, but you're not going to get as good of appreciation if you invest in Central Connecticut, like New Britain, Hartford, etc. Like you'll be able to get it for a better price. You'll be able to get good cash on cash returns. However, your appreciation is going to be as strong because the further away you are from New York, the less likely your property is going to appreciate because Central Connecticut sucks. Yeah, party and after party was fire. That's from Manja Singh Tour. Absolutely was.
Shout to him. He got a table.
So think about this. For example, you walk up and off rip say, "Hey, cool." Okay. Hey, okay, cool. Now you're adding value. Networking. Also, 200K on the way. Let's go. Peace.
If only it was that easy. If only.
Yo, you just used 90% of first vocabulary.
We still in it, bro. They're
Money,
making a
and that's
run.
from Paul Dice. And then we got
They was making a
KBBBL.
run.
You guys should tell Tate to make a sparkling water biz.
Actually, that would be really good because I started drinking sparkling water because of Andrew. Honestly.
Fair enough. I hate sparkling water, but everyone has their own taste. You saw the news about black chick who went to UAE and screamed in public and they lock her up?
Yeah.
Hey, yo!
Dubai don't play, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's kind of funny, bro.
Chris, you missed some.
Yeah, we'll read these later on, at 20 and up. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Lach Lanmidi, $14. Appreciate that. Or $15 again. $2. Appreciate that. I think the A stands for. Is it Australia? No. 80 million views. Tate interview Tucker Top G.
I think on Twitter.
On Twitter, yeah. What's up, guys? All the love for you. Question: new pretty house or good shape old house to start doing house hacking and real estate?
It's the numbers, bro. Honestly.
It depends on what your tolerance is and your handyman level. If you have more money, I would say try to go ahead and get what I call a turnkey, which is turnkey properties you buy it and it's pretty much ready to go. If you don't have as much capital, then you're gonna have to buy a fixer-upper. Personally, me, man, I'm at a point where I don't want to deal with those headaches because a fixer-upper, you're gonna buy it, then you got to put work into it, then you have to have it ready for people to move in. That's gonna take a couple of months. You got to find contractors. So it really depends on your tolerance level and how much capital you have. I always say I think it's personally better to just buy a turnkey and buy the property pretty much ready to go, put tenants in, and start cash flowing immediately. Versus you buy it at a lower price, you got to deal with vacancy for a bit. You're still probably paying a mortgage to some degree, and it's not making you money. But you're able to get it at a better price. So it really comes down to where you are, guys. A lot of FNF supporters are not from the States. I hope some of these avenues to earn are not American centered. No, definitely not.
Yeah.
Marion, I got a 730 credit score, a 1099 job, and about 20K saved up. What can I do to turn that 20K into 40K? We'll talk about that.
And
last two here. How's the BTM going? I'm considering it, but not 100% sure. When will you say how's it going? I'm going to probably do a update for y'all on that, guys, in about 2 months. I'll talk to you guys about that. So I want to have a few months of it, like making money, so that I can show you. And I'm gonna pull up I'm gonna actually like show y'all everything, how we did it, how much money was spent, everything. I'm gonna be 100% transparent. And then also, I'm gonna be also working with
David Amari
on the YouTube automation. I'm gonna start a channel with him, and I'm also gonna make that open to y'all and show you guys the revenue. Obviously, I'm not gonna show y'all the channel because you never want to show the channel for obvious reasons, but I will show you guys the analytics page so that we can show you guys how much we're making, etc. Read why the last man and what if not no more men. And there's actually go watch that episode on YouTube automation, guys. There's actually very important reasons why you shouldn't disclose your YouTube channel, because people will go in and watch it and just copy your shit and fuck your watch time up and all this other shit. But we'll talk about that when Dave Amari comes back and I show you on my channel. When I have it up, I'll let y'all know. Sound of Freedom is a film about child trafficking, real story of a federal agent saving children. Yes. I'm going to watch that in theaters with Angie. I know. I remember now. All right. Anything else? Yeah, they're asking for it yesterday on Fed Reacts.
Just funny who you said you're going with. Okay, cool.
This guy.
Today's topic is financial freedom in 2023. All right, guys.
With the first one?
So we got 5 points to cover today regarding
one.
Round one, yeah, you're right. Round one. Financial freedom. So most of you nowadays want to make money, be successful, and have a leg in this race because there's a race going on right now between the rich and the poor. But ultimately, in this race, you can make good choices or bad choices. So we made 5 topics today to cover to kind of tell you guys what to do in this sense. All right, so number 5, counting down from 5 is avoid major financial mistakes. So guys, for the most part, if you're out here in the world, you're gonna make mistakes. Of course, in dating, buying stuff, advertisers entice you with obviously ads online, and you buy things you don't really need for the most part. However, if you can avoid major mistakes, for example, getting into major debt, or having a kid too early, or even avoid DUIs and other things like that, you can kind of set yourself on a good path. And for the most part, people nowadays, they just do whatever they feel like. It's a good feeling. Oh, your friends are going here, there, let's party. And you don't think about the future. But we're saying today, you know what? Think about this, the actual financial future for yourself. Which means, okay, cool. Start from A to Z. Where do you want to end up in 10, 15, 5 years even? How do you get to that path? So I would say the one thing to avoid is having kids too early. Now, obviously, some of you may already have kids, which is fine. But bro, having a kid too early on, one, costs a lot of money. The average amount for a kid up to I think 18 years old is $250K minimum. And that does not include school. So imagine your whole setup is take care of this kid with time and money, and that goes towards all your effort into that. Versus putting it into yourself, becoming a better man, investing in assets, or even putting education into yourself with courses or learning from a mentor. That whole process itself, having a kid, bro, could deter you from a long path of success. And we're not thinking is it possible, but why dampen yourself with a kid, bro? Look, I have a dog, bro, and I tell you this right now, bro, heroes stress. So I can't imagine having a kid. Number 2 is buying things you don't need. So a lot of us, especially men, want to buy things to impress women. And I get it. You want to buy a nice car, nice crib, and it's fun, it's exciting, but if you're not going to be financially stable to actually maintain these things, you're going to end up hurting yourself because it's called opportunity cost. When you spend money on assets, for example, that are not going to pay you or actually give you any benefit or ROI, you buy a house or you buy a car, you're actually losing money because the money you spend on that actual expense every month or every day could go towards your future, or for example, investing in an asset. So that's number 2, I would say, buying dumb stuff. And number 3 for me is going to be a big mistake is actually not putting time into yourself. So I've seen personally people put girls before themselves. They'll get a girlfriend or they go chase girls, and I've spoken to so many millionaires over this period of time of 5 years, and they all tell me one thing. They say, hey, listen, man, if I could go back in time, I would change one thing, and that is dating and chasing girls nonstop. Because I'm telling you this right now, every person that I know that is successful took a period of time where they say, you know what, I'm gonna slow down on girls or stop completely, focus on myself and my future, and then when I get to this point that I'm comfortable with, I'm gonna go back to the data market and focus mainly on that. And I said that to say, for the most part, if you're gonna actually come into this and have financial freedom, you need a plan of action. And having a relationship with a girl can't take that away from you, because what happens is you focus on her, you make her a priority. And I know some guys are focusing on business, they get a girlfriend, and they slow down making sales, they stop going to events, they stop going out. Oh, why are you not home? Where you at? You should be home by now. So all these things come into place to slow you down. And guys, these are mistakes that you can make to either destroy your future or slow you down. And I'm just saying this because if I knew these things back then, I'd be way further ahead, of course. But I tell you guys, prepare for it, because it is a plan of action. And if you're not ready for it, you're gonna make mistakes.
So I actually wrote down some things here, and just so you guys know, for some of you guys that are joining, because I see the views are going up, we're covering 5 ways to make yourself financially free and things to either do and or avoid. And the first one that we're talking about right now is avoid making major financial mistakes. And I wrote down here some of the things as a subset to that, major financial mistakes. I wrote down some things that are common fuck ups for a lot of you guys. Number 1, taking hard money loans. What's a hard money loan? A hard money loan is basically a loan, guys, that's predatory in nature. You're basically hard up for money. You need money quickly without a credit check. You take one of these hard money loans, 9 out of 10 times it's going to be from one of them boys, they're going to give you a 20 to 30% interest rate, and they're going to basically, you're going to get a loan that you're probably never going to be able to pay off because you never had the financial security in the first place to take the loan, which is why you took the loan. Next thing you know, you take the loan and you're a slave for life, right?
AKA I'm Scott.
Yeah, there you go. And Fresh had taken a hard money loan out before, and he could tell you about the dangers of that.
Yes, I have.
Co-signing a property or car for someone else, okay? That's a big
Oh
mistake
my
that a lot of
God,
guys do. You'll go ahead and sign
disrespectful,
for an apartment or a vehicle, and you can't get out the lease because now you're the one that co-signed it, so you're typically looked at as responsible. So let's say you co-sign on a car for somebody, right? And it's their duty to pay for the vehicle, but let's say they miss a few months. Well, guess whose credit score is going to take a tanking?
Ooh.
Your credit score is going to take a tanking. Theirs will too, but they clearly don't give a shit, but your credit score is going to go down. So never, ever, ever co-sign for a vehicle or a home or an apartment for somebody that you don't know unless you're prepared to pay for all of it, okay? Unless you're going to pay for all of it, don't sign for it, all right?
Even family, by the way.
Even family, guys. So that's the only time I would say you could co-sign is if you're prepared to pay for all of it, then okay, fine. It's on you, and it is what it is. But most of y'all, you get into an agreement, we're going to split it 50-50. No, and that goes even for a phone line, guys. Even for a phone line, that will mess your credit up. If they don't say, let's say you can't pay the bill unless they give you their portion of the phone bill, no, that's going to be an L. Do not do it, okay? Next, getting DUIs or getting in trouble with the law, that will mess you up. Guys, you had mentioned a DUI before. I thought that was really good and something that's kind of understated. Guys, a DUI is going to cost you in the United States most of the time approximately $10,000 to deal with. You understand? And not only that, you're going to lose your...
Seeing that like you had to pay an insane amount of money to just get like basic procedures, I was like, oh, this is like unacceptable. And it didn't make sense to me at all. I always also had a negative opinion of America's foreign policy as someone who didn't live in America. So that was already there. And that's when I started, moving more into my current beliefs.
What about foreign policy do you think was the most broken from your perspective?
I mean, where do I begin? Everything America does is pretty awful in terms of foreign policy. It's always done at the behest of not some democratizing principle as the way they present it here, but instead to make money for the military-industrial complex, which is like one of our most viable industries, right? And, there's obviously different layers to it. Resource extraction is a huge component, whether it be illicit and not on the books resource extraction or control, opium fields that are being controlled or protected by the Marines that have no fucking clue what they're doing there in Afghanistan. Even though those opiates inevitably make their way, not into America, mind you. We have fentanyl that's coming from China that's different, or any kind of other natural minerals, natural resources, or even maintaining a country's economic status so that you can take advantage of their labor force at a much lower price.
Do you think America does that?
Oh, absolutely. I think the entirety of the West does that, and I do believe that they do it fairly deliberately.
I feel like I've always kind of in the back of my mind thought about it. If you're giving jobs to these third world countries, right, like the little not like the sewing jobs and stuff like that, like creating materials and stuff, the sweatshops. I always wondered if that was a ploy to keep them because it's such low paying jobs. It's just enough to get by and survive, to make sure that they still stay at the end of the crack of the whip or something. That's most jobs, Jack. I feel like most jobs that pay like 50 to 70K a year you are think just it's good just enough to keep someone under submission?
I would say most jobs keep you just at the neutral point where you don't want to leave, but it's good enough where you want to stay. That's where I feel like most.
Okay, so you don't want to recognize that you're being backed into a corner so much so that you're both hungry and angry because inevitably you'll bite back.
Right.
If you are relatively comfortable through a metric ton of commodities that you can consume and cheap consumer goods for the most part, you'll you'll forget that the cost of healthcare has skyrocketed. The cost of college education, which is like one of the most significant, as it stands, one of the most significant ways of upward social mobility, which is not even that good anymore, right? But the prices have still increased. The cost of housing has dramatically increased. But hey, we get really cheap TVs.
What I wondered, like how do you solve that problem? Because if you just abandon ship and you take all of those businesses that were using those resources over there, then they don't have jobs at all. And do you think that they would have to fend for themselves and then create something better, like internally, or do you think that it's upon their government to do something for them?
I think China is a pretty good example of like what has been done with respect to taking in foreign capital and then spreading it out as best as possible and like immediately developing a lot of the underdeveloped parts. I mean, if you look to like the past 30 years of Chinese development and you look at the current Chinese economy in comparison to where it was before foreign capital started flooding in and you know, before they started taking advantage of their manufacturing power and also, you know, ripping the IP.
Oh, doesn't it look good to have the window? Yeah, I guess we can put it there. I guess we can just put it there, bro. I hit a fence. I hit a sun. Alright, there. Y'all happy? Y'all happy? We put it right there.
And the torturer of children made one brief visit to Epstein's New York apartment with a staff member and his security detail. He's not spoken to Epstein in well over a decade.
Who is that guy?
No, I go, no, let me leave it in there.
No, but how do you do that? Now I'm doing this. I wiggle around like a Jerry. I'm like, what's it called? What's it called? It's a joystick.
No, you're jacking me up.
Joystick.
You're jacking me up.
Oh, there you go, there you go, there you go, go, there you go, there you go. Now watch this, watch this.
But here's the thing, you're not knife guy. That's not you, bud.
You don't know.
It's fun in your dreams. But
You don't know. I was
knife
thinking
guy.
about that though.
You don't know knives.
Or I go like this. Yeah.
The Achilles outside.
Yeah, God. And then I run. And you're like, no.
I go, you ruined my Bel Air Jordan 5s.
God, a knife is a bitch.
Knives?
I had this special forces guy told me, he goes, think about a knife. He goes, if you get stabbed like just like that, if I do that to your body, if I go doop like that, you have to get to a doctor very quickly because I guess something about losing pressure in your body.
Losing blood too.
Yeah, but there's something about the barometric, the pressure. So when there's a equilibrium.
Yeah, it sounds like
and then you die. No, you will die.
Yeah.
You will 100% die.
We got to stop the bleeding, first of all.
You have to stop the bleeding. There it is.
No, it's for headaches. That's for a headache.
Yeah, but your body cannot deal with.
What's the blood loss that screws you? Especially if they hit some internal organs.
It's not even the blood loss, though. They say
Who told you that, bro?
Knives usually produce limited injury because they are classified as low velocity projectiles. Medium velocity.
No one gets stabbed by a knife.
Fatal traumatic air embolism following a stab wound. Yep.
Traumatic air embolism and positive pressure
Positive pressure ventilation. That's what I said.
Will affect the
affected
lung.
lung will cause rapid. You die.
Oh yeah, that's from
Get to a doc.
That's from 1993.
I know, my friend of mine in college got stabbed. Didn't even know it. Got stabbed. They got a big fight down in the
His
basement.
adrenaline was probably
Blah.
popping.
Huh?
His adrenaline was probably through the roof.
But through
so
the
he could
roof.
feel it.
So he gets in the car with my buddy. And my buddy goes, "What the fuck's going on?" He goes, and blood was pumping out because he hit his lung, and blood was going douche douche. And he goes, "Dude, I got stabbed." My friend was like, "Oh fuck, he hit your lung." He knew enough because it was like the blood somehow was kind of.
Do you go like this?
Pushing out.
Let's go see these chicks.
My friend, bro science goes, "Just push really hard on it." I guess that's what you're supposed to do. And they drove to the hospital, and he was fine.
He died.
No, he was totally fine. I mean, he had to go under surgery and all that, but fuck, he didn't even know.
Well, there's that myth too. You got to stop the bleeding. You got to put pressure on it so the blood doesn't come out. And then also there's the myth too. If you get bit by a snake, you got to suck the venom out. That's not real.
No, that's not real.
That's not. No, it does not.
You're supposed to have a tourniquet around to slow the blood flow, but not totally.
I don't know if the tourniquet's right, but there was a snake expert talking because some guy was like, "Oh, if I get bit, suck out." He goes, "Absolutely, don't do that. That does nothing. You're wasting your time." Some people put ice on it.
Remove rings and watches before swelling starts. Wash the bite with soap and water. Cover the bite with clean, dry dressing. Mark the leading edge of tender swelling on the skin.
Oh, it should just say, "Do nothing."
Well,
but do nothing unless you can get to a hospital that has the anti.
It's like the guy who got bit in the ass by the water moccasin, and he went through hallucinations. They were stuck in the Everglades, and they couldn't get the boat going because the weeds were so tangled up in the propeller. He had to sit there for 24 hours and go through every single. You can die usually, but he went through every single hallucination. He was like throwing up and almost died, and he made it through. Ammonia was common remedy among.
This is before accident.
Very painful, but common remedy is get a knife and cut out as much of the wound and hopefully the poison as possible.
Ching, go to how long you have with a rattlesnake bite, because I always think about that. I see the rattlesnakes on the trail.
Say, how did
I'm kind of nowhere near.
Let me see how did Native Americans deal with it?
Oh, they just die. It says. They just go.
Wait, let me see. Go up. No.
Go
please
up
go
or
up.
down?
I mean.
Down this way?
Yeah, down. How did Native Americans survive?
Oh, there it is. Avoid getting bit.
They use shamanistic rituals.
Hell yeah, that works.
They heal rattlesnake bites. Employ everything from powder roots to leaves to using their mouths to suck out the poison.
Which we know that doesn't work.
Yeah. All right, so you die.
There it goes. Widely recommended until recently by physicians for removing venom. Yeah, because it doesn't work.
Yeah. It's a viper, and they shoot the venom into your body.
Well, I think about it, when I'm out on the trails, they would have to bring in the helicopter to get me to the hospital to get the anti-venom. Because if I get bit out there, Daddy's probably gonna die.
I saw a dog, a pit bull, that had no use of its front left leg. It just didn't work. I said, "What happened?" He goes, "Rattlesnake bit him."
Because they bite him on the nose.
Leg died. No, he bit him on the leg. Leg died.
Oh, really?
Just died.
Because usually dogs, they go face first, and they get those juicy noses. Well, all when they bite on the nose, it's so juicy, and it spreads the venom across their body. That's why I see people out on the trails. I'm like, there's rattlesnakes everywhere. Why is your dog off the fucking leash, man? Like, the chance of them getting bit are so high. Those rattlesnakes are everywhere.
And they go for them. My dog got bit by a rattlesnake.
Rattlesnakes wave at me, dude. Hey.
Yep, my dog got bit right on the face. My American Bulldog, right on the face by a
Hell
rattlesnake.
yeah.
Didn't see the snake. I just heard him go, "Oh," or her go, "Oh." And then I was like, "Oh, that's weird." I'm telling you, her face swelled up this big, and she went, I was like, "What's going on?" I thought it was a bee sting. She was going like this, walking, and she just went boom and fell right over.
Did you suck up the nose? Suck up the nose?
I picked her up. I brought her to the vet. I was up in Malibu. I brought her to the vet on 3rd Street, and I don't remember what happened. She was fine, but I think they said it's too late to add to administer anti-venom. We got to let it just go through her system. It was cheap. It was more of a drier bite.
It's also super expensive. The anti-venom is no pun.
Dude.
You know how they get the venom, right? They melt the snake. They take the snake, they pop its fangs into it, and then they add you to it. It's just not.
That's actually
tempting.
not how they do it.
Bring it up, Chin.
So here's how they do it. Ready?
Chin, bring up Exhibit A again before you talk
They
back.
actually give it to horses. Okay? They give it to
That's not true.
horses. Listen. They give a tiny bit to horses, and then what they do is they extract that from the horse because the horse produces antibodies.
I don't think so. Chin, go into how do they get anti-venom? Not how much it is. I mean, it says 40 to 70 grand.
Which is crazy.
Right? In my current stat, like, just let's see how it goes through the night.
Oh, yeah.
Let's wait a little bit.
No.
You guys have layaway?
Yeah. I
You
spent.
guys have like a payment plan?
I got an
$400?
$11,000 bill from the vet recently.
400,
But I
400,000?
have insurance.
For the corgi?
Yeah.
Kill it.
There you go. Yeah, watch this. They made by immunizing donor animals such as horses.
That's what I was
sheep, and
saying.
snake.
You gotta say, yeah.
These
Yeah,
animals have
horse.
robust immune systems and produce powerful antibodies.
Holy shit,
They
you were
can
right with this
bind to
bone
snake venom components, enabling our own immune defense to eliminate these toxins. Yeah, you shoot it up. You shoot a snake. You shoot a sheep or a.
But they don't just hold a fucking snake and let it bite the horse. They milk
Yes.
it, and then they take that out and
Yes.
inject in the
Yes.
horse. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay,
They
yeah.
get the venom
Yes.
to create the antibodies. They fucking milk the snake. They jerk them. They jerk the fangs, both fangs. They jerk fangs.
They just milk it. Okay.
You ever see them bite it? Their fangs are deep,
Oh my God.
long, daddy.
They're huge. Do you know how much? You know how bad that would hurt? You don't want to get bit by a gaboon viper.
You know it's a myth too when they say baby rattlesnakes can't control their venom, so they're more dangerous. That's fake news.
Oh.
That's fake.
What do you mean?
It's not real.
What do you mean?
All my son, he watches all those shows on National
So
Geographic.
they bite and they
And there's some guy on there who has bro science like we do. He's like, we avoid the little ones, right? They're venom. They don't know how to control it. And the expert's like, what'd you say? You realize he's not Google trained. He's like, what are you talking about? Because with the little ones, they bite. They don't know how to control all the venom. He goes, absolutely not. That's
I
not
love
true.
that.
That's it, y'all. Oh yeah.
So forever I've been told that maple syrup and raw honey doesn't raise your blood sugar because it's got its own immune system.
Yeah, I've heard that.
So I've always said that. So I'm like, you can eat as much raw honey. I call some of my buddies who are their PhDs. I go, hey, does raw honey not raise your blood sugar? He goes, this bro science shit that you hear everywhere is such horseshit.
Well, my buddy, Klopp calls me and goes, or he called Jay, I think. He goes, dude, I know, like me and Klopp both love ice cream. I love ice cream. From after, I just love ice cream. I don't want to eat it late because it raises your blood, sugar level. And he goes, dude, turns out, doesn't. I've been wearing that Whoop band, and it shows you, and I've been taking tests. Ice cream doesn't raise your blood sugar level, so you're good. So I'm like, oh, say less. Dude, I'm eating fucking gallons of it. I talked to the doctor. He's like, you stupid? I was like, yeah.
Here's actually.
He's like, who told you that? I'm like, my buddy. He's like, is he a doctor? I'm
Because
like,
of the
yeah.
fat in the ice cream, it will be a slower rise than say straight sugar.
It's so many calories, so much sugar.
You're gonna get fat, bro, and your blood sugar's gonna raise.
So much sugar.
So you ever hear when they say Vanguard and BlackRock own every company in the world, like they own? That is. There's a guy who's saying that with authority, and there's music behind it. He goes, BlackRock and Vanguard own
on social media,
all the media companies, and it's like they own everything. And I sent that to some of the people who make a lot of money in the world and know BlackRock and Vanguard. People who are just. Then I sent it to some people who are just in the finance world, and they were like, "Do you know how ignorant that is? Do you know how they don't even know?" These people don't even know what BlackRock. They go, these people don't even know what BlackRock and Vanguard do. They're not. They don't own. They are index funds, which means you can go to them and say, "Hey, I want to buy funds in this. I want to buy stock in this," and then they have a portfolio manager that does it. They don't own it. You own it, but they manage those fucking funds, and they do all right. They have good marketing. They do all right. They don't own those companies.
That shirt's too baggy, huh? So distracting. Hey, Crowder.
What do you mean?
Crowder, could you?
Well, it's a large.
Can
I'm
it
a
come with
medium.
a vial of TRT if you're gonna sell that shirt?
Dude, it's a large. I'm a medium. Okay.
I knew.
Cool.
I knew it's too big. You know it's too big. Like on the arms, baggy, right?
A little big.
They look like your dog's legs. It looks like they're wearing socks.
Well, I got small arms.
Kermit
which
arms.
bothers
Yeah,
me.
Kermit arms.
Yeah,
that
that
shirt too
really
baggy.
bothers
Though.
me.
Crowder's like,
But I'll never be happy
I
because
wonder
I
if
don't have
Crowder's
much
like,
of a
why are
chest or
sales down
arms.
20% on this shirt, this baseball tee?
I was told it looks good on me.
I don't mind it.
Well, here's a thing that I would like to have, and it's a sin to ask for anything when I'm such a lucky person. I would like to have longer
You're
arms.
talking to me, dude.
I'd like to have longer arms.
Not happening. What else?
No, and longer legs.
Not happening. Keep
And
going.
I'd like them to be a little bigger and stronger.
It's just not for
I'd
you.
like to have a little bit more of a Samoan gene in me somewhere. I'd like to be a little thicker. Unfortunately, I am at the end of the day I'm just not a very strong guy, and I have to come to terms with that, and it's okay. I'm more my mom than my dad.
Yeah,
aren't I?
at 56 though, it's like time to come to terms, bud. It's on the card for you.
Time to come to terms.
Dude, how about this picture I sent from our boy Eric Williams, who I just met with for 2 hours.
So talented.
How old school?
2000.
Now, why? That's Nigel Houston,
That's
who's
right.
a
A beast.
super beast. But
He was so young.
I was like, why am I in a suit? Because I remember I was working for UFC Fox. I just came off the Fox lot straight because we used to do the podcast on Fox Sports. So I came straight from there to here because I was working that UFC show.
I don't
I
mind
think it was
your
like
hair
me and
short.
Bisbing.
I don't mind your hair like that. Look at that.
And I look too much like Aaron Hernandez. Right there you do.
Do you ever? Do you ever? And his brother.
Look at your hair, dude.
How about that little tuft? that
God, you were
popped out?
good looking, man.
I was a cute kid, huh?
Dude, we've
Not a bad, Bubba. Not a bad profile.
Dude, we've aged like fruit.
We were both a couple cuties. We were both.
I think that's why that is Aaron Hernandez to a T right
Yeah,
now.
it is.
That's Aaron Hernandez in court.
Look at us. Look at us.
Look at your beard, full. We are full
No
of
gray,
hope.
Bubba. No gray.
We're full of hope and cum.
Aged like a couple of fucking.
We age
presidents.
like presidents,
It's the best thing I've heard.
right?
Yep.
Then did I send you the picture? The Sasso's in it too. Did I
Yeah,
send you
man.
that one?
Yeah,
I don't think that
love
was in it.
picture.
But let me
Picture
check.
Sasso's taking a selfie.
Yeah,
We gotta get Sasso back on.
I know. I haven't. He's just.
Those were the days. Those were the Fox Sports days. Dude, we didn't even have video back then.
It's so nuts. We did.
Look at that, dude. Look at that backdrop. You got a Box and Burn shirt on. I got a G-Star watch on, a G-Shock.
Yep. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Yeah. Oh, there it is.
And look at just the general background, because they just gave us a set that was an office space.
Yep.
So the back has like,
I remember
it
that.
has like,
Well, you were still fighting then, right?
yeah, has McNabb in it and like some random shit. Remember our first live show was, oh, look at Special K in the comment.
Every time we'd go, I would say this to you as we leave. I go, train hard. And you go, yes, sir.
Yep.
Every time.
Yep.
And I meant it.
Hell yeah, you did.
I really did. I'd get dead serious. Train hard.
Someone says, why don't you have Will on anymore? Well, he doesn't talk to us.
We love him. He's just, no, he does talk. I talked to him.
He's
I
like
text him.
married now.
I texted him. He's just like, he's hard. Yeah, he's doing his thing. He's
His own podcast.
doing his own life, man. Yeah. I miss him.
Yeah, we just get older and you stop hanging out as a crew,
When
man.
you got kids and you got, you know.
That's my thing. Like, you know, Eric was with us, and I'll send you another pic, Jim. But back to Eric Williams. Eric, he's been with me. He was the first guy. I was like, man, you have something special. And I was just one of his first guys. He's like, we need to market you outside just the fighting world. Like, let me document all this. I'm like, all right, whatever. And this was before anybody's doing it. So Eric was with me when I was in Denver. He was in the green room with me, you know, for some of my big fights.
Some of that, the pictures, you and GSP.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you the GSP one. I'm gonna
it's such a
post
good
this
shot.
one.
Eric Williams is a crazy good photographer.
He's gonna release all. He has this big release coming soon. His pictures
I mean, look
are
at the people that he
nutsos.
takes pictures of too. He's like,
I googled Eric Williams photography, so hopefully this
That's him.
Okay.
That's him. Ewillphoto.com. He's Ewill on there too. His pictures of Rhonda that no one's seen are nuts. Those dudes.
Look at how good he is.
I just sent you the one of me and GSP.
Man, that's a great with Rhonda.
I don't like I'm on his main page. That's fine.
We're still
that's
scrolling.
fine. I know, but I didn't make it. Why? Because he has
Batista.
David
Batista
Batista.
is about the coolest looking human being, especially when he's younger.
Nick Cage. Yeah, he's such a big deal.
All right, let's check out the GSP one.
It's
Look
me
at the
and-
size of
me and
GSP.
GSP and-
GSP looks your size. It's so weird.
It's me and GSP with Guna Nagel. His calves were huge.
Yeah, but so were his thighs. His thighs are.
He was big all over, and he was like his broad shoulders, skinny waist,
built like
big
a chimp,
ass.
right? Like a chimp. Just a.
The nicest guy ever.
How's this? How he's got an apple bottom?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Got a real ass on him.
Yeah. The nicest guy ever. But we were there.
And brilliant.
Such a smart guy. Loves history. Loves war. Art of War is his favorite book at the time. I remember. But I like when I forget about this stuff. Like we're always caught up in our world. I forget about all this old school stuff. So he sends me that picture. I'm like, holy shit, dude, this is so old school. Because I'd spend weeks with just me and GSP training.
Really?
I moved.
Would you ever? You wouldn't roll with him?
Oh yeah,
Too big?
we'd roll spar.
Really?
Yeah, man.
He's so much smaller.
He's so skilled though and strong. Like he helped me out so much. I went to Montreal. He gave me his blueprint of how to run my camp. I'd go to restaurants with him. And this is peak GSP before he fought Jake Shields. I'd fly to Montreal. I'd stay with him. It was nuts, dude.
A true champion. And you would stay with him?
Yeah, true professional.
And what was his
True
mindset?
professional.
What was his mindset before he fought? Was he
Terrified?
He was terrified.
Terrified.
He really? He didn't want to do it.
So nervous.
Gosh.
I remember the first time I met him. I came off the Ultimate Fighter house right after beating Marcus Jones like that. I beat him to go to the finals. You're in the house for 6 weeks. I finally get out to the real world. It's UFC. I forget what it. Maybe UFC 100. Whatever. Whenever he fought Thiago Alves. And so I was close with Greg Jackson, and Greg Jackson goes, when you get out, come to the Mandalay Hotel. I'm like, all right. So I go there. My nose is broke. And I go up there.
Your nose was broke?
From that fight. Yeah, Marcus Jones kneed me in the nose and broke my nose.
Awful.
So I go to that hotel room. He goes, hey, GSP's in the suite. I got to run down and get some food for him. Can you go up there and just keep him company? He's fighting tomorrow. He hates being alone. I'm like, I don't know. Like George St. Pierre? I'm like, at the time, I've never met him. I'm like, I don't fucking know the guy. He's like, just go up there, keep him company. Like history. I'm like, I don't even know history.
You got a broken nose.
Yeah, I look like shit. So I go up there, and I'm like, George, what's up, dude? And he's like, I'm so fucking scared, Brendan. I'm so fucking scared. I'm like, what? And I'm like, this is GSP. He's like, what the fuck am I doing? What am I doing? I'm so fucking scared. I'm like, I don't know how to help you out here. Now I'm scared. Like, what are we doing?
Do you remember what Greg Jackson said to GSP in that fight with Thiago Alves?
Where he's like, I tore my groin. Throw it at him.
And hit him with your groin.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I need five minutes of hell, son.
God, those days, man, it's just monsters. Like, and then when Eric's showing me those pictures, he has a picture of me and John Jones. It's like young John Jones. Like John before all the crazy shit.
Yeah, man.
John's just jacked.
And did you ever spar with John?
Oh yeah, all the
you
time.
did.
Yeah.
So when you say spar, you guys would wrap it up and just kind of move around light.
No.
You wouldn't go crazy.
We go crazy. Man.
Oh, you would.
Yeah. Yeah. No one went light.
Because I've seen a lot of like sparring.
No one went light back then.
Really?
No. Back then,
I see that a lot now. But
now it's a different time. Like,
so back then, you guys just got in there and banged.
Like we're fighting for our lives.
But you're too big to be going that hard with some guys, right? I mean, it's too small.
Who?
So you had to have been GSP and guys.
No, I couldn't hit. GSP's too talented. They don't give a fuck, man.
God damn.
It's not like that. Like we go full go.
What?
GSP would dip, dodge, and
so
dive.
he's fighting a 235-pound guy. Like
yeah, me, Shane, like GSP.
But you hit too hard.
He doesn't get hit, man. That's why he's too good. And John will just mop the floor with everybody, no matter how hard you
are. Oh my God.
He was so good. Still is. Some old school shit.
And then would you have days where it was just wrestling, just jiu-jitsu, like just striking?
Yep. Oh yeah.
Ugh.
That shirt too big, huh?
Come on, man.
I keep going back.
Come on, be
it's
cool.
I'm trying to keep my eyes up
Be
there,
cool, dude. I got to get myself into a sense of flow. I need some calm energy.
Is there steroids in that?
This is my magic mind, bro.
Oh. I do. You know what? That's why you're prickly. You haven't had your magic mind.
I love it. I love the way it tastes. The problem is, it like lasts all day. But the problem is, if I don't do it, I notice it now.
Well, me too, dude. I drink half a cup of coffee in the mornings, and I down a Magic Mind.
Well, it makes.
I guess I'll take a second one.
It makes your.
If I take a second one, bro, I turn to Stephen Hawkins.
Second one now.
I turn
Don't
to
be
Stephen
doing
Hawkins.
two.
for, dog, I've blocked him so many times. Man, I don't even want it. Take my ass back to the lobby, bro. Confirm.
Why did the U.S. invade Libya, one of the greatest economies and most powerful countries in Africa? Why did the U.S. kill Muammar Gaddafi, the head of Libya and the greatest leader of Africa? Some say it was to protect Libyans from its so-called barbaric leader, while others say it was due to its vast oil reserves. No doubt the U.S. has a history of greed and invasions due to this greed. Wherever there was gold and oil, the U.S. troops invaded with the excuse of saving civilians. On a lighter note, it's also said that if the U.S. comes to know that heaven is full of gold and oil, its president will order its troops to go to churches and pray harder. However, the reason behind invading Libya was different. What was it? Well, the leaked emails of then Secretary of State Hillary Clinton reveal that the UD did it because Gaddafi was preparing to launch the gold dinar, a currency backed by gold, having the power to replace the United States dollar. Welcome to a new episode of Black Culture Diary, a channel where we talk about less known and hidden black history, culture, arts, and lost civilization. We scrutinize history here to bring the black culture back on the surface again.
Thank you very much, Macron, and thank you for daring to call us to this meeting. I'm told it was How Dare You conference. But in any case...
31, we got Outs.
Every big ass fan, nigga.
Hold up, yeah.
Chrissy Street. And last year I was broken than ever. The only thing up on my mind was going focus.
For decades, we have consistently provided support in Africa's hard struggle against colonialism. Unfortunately,
China wants to end the dollar dominance. But will the U.S. Navy guard the non-dollar trade? Of course not. The U.S. guards the trade because the countries use dollars as trade currency. If the countries stop using dollars, the U.S. Navy will not protect their journeys. That means China needs to set its military in the seas. And to everyone's surprise, China has already started to do military drills with the Russian military in the sea. But the U.S. thinks it is preparing for war. So is it? Let's find out. Welcome back to another exciting episode of our channel. Innovation Diary brings you China's innovation stories, projects, and growing influence in different parts of the world. If you are new to the channel and enjoy learning about fast-paced modernity, especially China's development and growing power, you will find our videos intriguing. In this video, we will discuss why China and Russia are doing military drills in the Japan Sea. Are they bragging about their power, or there is more to it? Watch the video till the very end to know the actual reason. Let's get started. China and Russia have conducted a military drill in the Japan Sea. Many other nations have also done it, but China and Russia's military at this time has become a major U.S. concern. The U.S. has kept an eagle eye on the military drill and has got the message China and Russia are trying to give. The military exercises tell that China and Russia are ready to defend themselves if the U.S. is looking forward to starting a war. Not just that, China and Russia's aviation and naval exercises can also be a push to the U.S.'s falling economy. On July 20th, the military appeared in the sea, and up till now, 10 vessels and 30 aircraft have become a part of the exercise. But why is the exercise held? As the world order is changing, the military drill signalizes a lot of things, so let's address how this drill is a matter for the U.S. to get concerned about. China and Russia are working on many projects. The nations together have done things that have scared the U.S. After the Russia and Ukraine conflict, China and Russia's relationship has gotten better. Russia is the U.S. enemy, and China's support to this enemy has made the U.S. angry. And desperate to take revenge, the U.S. also decided to stand with Taiwan. The U.S. has given clear messages that if China invades Taiwan, the U.S. is ready to attack China. The U.S. has also signed some deals with Taiwan, giving a message that Taiwan is independent. While China has kept saying that the U.S. will not bring any benefit to Taiwan and will only exploit its semiconductor industry. While the U.S. has said many times that it will not waste a second before attacking China, China also needed to give some message to the U.S. The military exercise between Russia...
$15,000 for South African visa? Oh yes, the South African government have announced that effectively August 1st, 20...
They have come to Southern Africa to teach us democracy. A country that was opposed to our liberation.
No one can make me tired. I march forward to the victory of our people. The revolution in South Africa is guaranteed that under the EFF, this country will be the better. Stand up, South Africa. Make sure that South Africa, you are counted with me. Run, South Africa. Stand and make sure that our people understand that they need to be counted. You must be counted. You must be part of history. You must make sure that you are one of the people who are going to deliver economic freedom in our lifetime. Freedom in our lifetime. Come on, God.
Nigga, do you got hardwood flooring in this bitch? Is this... Президент.
This lady decides to block both lanes.
As about a decade ago, China rolled up a lot of CIA operations in China. A dozen or more CIA sources were arrested or worse, executed. Have you rebuilt?
Yeah, we've made progress and we're working very hard.
As about a...
How are they going to deal with? What's wrong? What's wrong? No, we're allowed the phone. Yeah, and you will say we're allowed the phone.
of freedom for Africa.
The biggest economy in Europe, that of course being Germany. Germany, an industrial powerhouse of Europe, because of all the cheap Russian gas it's been getting for decades, is now broken. And so what are the German companies doing? They're now moving to America. So as Maria Zahar
in the WTO to really stop Africa industrializing. This is the crucial thing. We cannot allow them to produce manufacturers. It's not difficult. Trust me, it's not difficult. We need nationalist governments. We need them committed to industrialization, and it won't take them a decade to move out from where they are. This is the fundamental point. It's not difficult. But this next round of the WTO is designed to block that. If we had time, I would go through all the different things that they're trying to put into place to block anyone else getting on top of the ladder. You've read this book of Hajun Chan.
Konto Alliance. Shoot to kill. Hamaza. Kill the poor. The farmer. Kill the poor. The farmer. Brr, pa. Pa. Brr, pa. Pa. Attention. Konto.
Started during the Soviet era. We were helped to liberate ourselves. And
Фамилия, имя, отчество?
Я Щуклера.
Откуда? Вот, прописка.
В Донецке.
Где проживаешь? С кем тут проживаешь?
Ни с кем.
С кем проживаешь? Тут я спрашиваю.
Ни с кем в гости пришла.
Фамилия, имя, отчество?
Я Щуклера.
Откуда? Вот, прописка.
В Донецке.
Где проживаешь? С кем тут проживаешь?
Ни с кем.
С кем проживаешь? Тут я спрашиваю.
Ни с кем в гости пришла.
Фамилия, имя, отчество?
Я Щуклера.
When a man does not feel.
Bob Lazar tried telling us long ago, but nobody believed him. What?
Wall Street's been a little bit late to catch up to see what's actually happening in China. I mean, I think in some cases they think it's still the China of the late 1990s, not the China of the last 10 years under Xi Jinping. Wall Street's been a little bit late to catch up.
Yes!
Africans.
Mr. Bush, when are you going to apologize?
Bro, this guy acts like he works out.
You know the Somalian pirates, you know how that all got started? They were fishermen. The Europeans kept dumping shit into their ocean. And they were killing all the fish. They're throwing like nuclear waste overboard and shit and all kinds of...
South Africa is a...
Straight from the underworld, coming from the underground. Motherfuckers better watch out for the hellhounds. I never been the motherfucking gang that you all down. La puissance.
The British have never faced justice. That is why they still run around the world pretending to tell us what to do. You know, one of the most painful statements that I ever heard in my life was from a British.
with me as the nominee. With me as the nominee.
Also got some calls from Europe.
God damn, I just missed my fucking exit.
3 Georgia teens are now behind bars and facing murder charges after what officials...
All of a sudden,
There's always a heated...
China just shocked the world. This week we saw a major tectonic shift in economic world power, and China just scored another devastating blow to the West. The United States has just issued a warning. Don't travel to China. Stay away. They've increased the beating of the war drums recently, putting more warships into the South China Sea. The U.S. Congress recently announced a 10-point plan for war with China, so it doesn't take a genius to see where all of this is going. The United States is losing enormous power to China. They're becoming desperate, in fact. And there's nothing more dangerous, of course, than someone who's losing power. They do crazy things. So in the past 72 hours, we've seen a dramatic ratcheting up of tensions between the United States hegemony and China and Russia. We're about to delve into an economic war like we've never seen before. In a shocking move that could have disastrous consequences for the United States, China has announced new export controls on 2 critical metals used in microchip production.
Beijing is now restricting exports on 2 widely used metals that could damage global supply chains. The chairman of the Global Mining Association of China commenting, quote, China has hit the American trade restrictions where it hurts.
Now, the Chinese government is citing national security concerns as a justification for this move, but we all know that's just a thin veil for their true intentions. It's a way of saying we see what the West is trying to do in Taiwan, and we don't appreciate it. We're going to protect our sovereignty as a nation. You want to dance? Let's dance. You want to threaten ships in the South China Sea, which is our backyard? We don't appreciate it. You want to build another 2 military bases in the Philippines? We don't appreciate it. You want to build another military base and put nuclear submarines in Australia? Yeah, they're doing that. We don't appreciate it. Why are you meddling in our backyard? The metals in question, which are vital components in the manufacturing of...
Alright, y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all later. Till next time. Peace.